Legislature.
Order, Madam Speaker. Sicela siphakame sonke.
Bendicela ukuba sithathe elithuba sithobise intloko zethu sithandaze ngaphakathi. Camagu. Malungu abekekileyo alendlu yowiso-mthetho yaKwaZulu-Natal, iinkosi zomthonyama, osodolophi nosodolophi wengingqi, osomlomo noceba boomasipalata bohlukahlukeneyo, umphakathi. Sizawuqalisa ngokoluhlu lwenkqubo yethu yanamhlanje. Ngosuku lwethu lwesibini apho indlu yowiso-mthetho yaKwaZulu-Natal iziswe kubahlali baseHerigwala. Sizawuqala ngokudlulisa imiphanga esithe saba nayo. Malunga abekekileyo, kulusizi kum ukuvakalisa ukuba emva kwendibano yethu yokugqibela esiyibambileyo siye sashiywa ngaba bantu abalandelayo. Induna yebhunga lezemveli oSuthu, uMaphemba Cuphisa Ntuli kwakunye noMnu Sigonyoza Ngema noMnu Yazi Zulu. Amaxhoba engozi eMasikizi ethe yehla kumgaqo wezolonke wesithathu ophakathi kwedolophu yasePietermaritzburg neyeTheku. Ekukhona phakathi kwabo uMnumzana uPradel Thakur Rajbansi noNkosazana Priyanka Nunkuma, unyana nomolokazana wobekekileyo uNkosikazi Esther Thakur Rajbansi olilungu lalendlu, nabo bonke abathe bangamaxhoba engozi ezohlukahlukeneyo, ukusweleka ngeentlobo esingaba asibabikelwanga siyilendlu. Silusapho lwalwendlu yowiso-mthetho sigqithisa uvelwano nemithandazo yethu kwiintsapho nezihlobo zabo bantu njengoko ziphantsi kwelufu elimnyama. Kungako ndizawucela okokuba siphakame sithule umzuzwana ukubanikeza intlonipho yokugqibela. Wanga uThixo angabapha ukuphumla okungunaphakade. Ndizawudlulela kwisigatyana sesithathu kuluhlu lwenkqubo ekuzizingxengxezo. Obekekileyo uMnumzana S.A. Duma ongumphathiswa wophuhliso lwezoqoqosho, ezokhenketho kanye nemicimbi yokusingqongileyo ozimase indibano yesebe engxamisekileyo. Obekekileyo uMnumzana V.F. Hlabisa oyokusabela umba ongxamisekileyo ngokweqembu elimthumileyo kule ndlu. Obekekileyo uMnu P. Govender uthunywe liqela lakhe ukuba azimase umngcwabo kusapho lakwaThakur Rajbansi. Obekekileyo uMnumzana F.A. Rogers unemiba engxamisekileyo ekufuneka ayisabele. Obekekileyo uMnu S.H. Mthethwa noNkosazana Ndlameni noNkosazana G.F. Mtshali kunye nobekekileyo uNkosazana P.P. Harrix bayokusabela kwimiba yombutho obathumileyo. Obekekileyo uMnumzana L.G. Seja uye wavelelwa yingozi yemoto kusasa esendleleni eza emsebenzini. Obekekileyo uNkosikazi Esther Thakur Rajbansi oswelekelwe ngamalungu osapho lwakhe kwanenkonzo yokubakhapha okokugqibela ethatha ngawo lo mzuzu esikuwo. Obekekileyo uMnumzana E.S. Manqele unembopheleleko yeqela kwalakhe kanye nobekekileyo uMnumzana M.E. Phakathi ubambeke kwiingxaki zekhaya. Kumalungu agulayo sinosekela somlomo uMnumzana R.T. Mthembu, umphathiswa wezemali uNkosazana N.P. Nkonyeni, obekekileyo naye uMnumzana P.N. Msimango kwakunye uMnumzana E.V. Bhapti, uMnumzana M.W. Thwala kwakunye noMnumzana A.V. Khoza. Siyacela ukuba sibakhumbule emithandazweni yethu baze baphakame kwakamsinya. Abantu abagcobela imini zabo zokuzalwa, ndithatha eli thuba ukunqwenelela imini yokuzalwa eMiyoli esele igqithile kobekekileyo uNkosazana C.M. Shinga obezala ngomhla we-13 kweyeDwarha, kunye nobekekileyo unkosazana ophinde abe ngusihlalo wozihlalo unkosazana HGS Mavimbela, obebhiyozela eyakhe ngomhla wesi-2 kweyeNkanga. Ndiyathemba ukuba nizonwabele iimini zenu makhosazana zokuzala, yanga iminqweno yenu ingafezekiswa. Kwakhona ndifuna ukuvuyisana nala malungu alandelayo aza kubhiyozela imihla yawo yokuzalwa kwezi ntsuku zilandelayo kule nyanga yeNkanga. Obekekileyo umnumzana K.I. Mshengu ngomhla we-10. Obekekileyo usihlalo wekomiti elijongele ukusebenza komnyango wenkulu-baphathiswa ophinde abe ngusihlalo webhunga labafazi kule ndlu yowiso-mthetho, unkosikazi CQ Madlopha, mhla zili-11. Obekekileyo unkosazana GF Mtali, naye mhla zili-11. Obekekileyo unkosikazi Esther Kurrajbanzi, mhla zili-17. Obekekileyo unkosazana PP Herricks, mhla zili-19. Nobekekileyo umnumzana P. Gavenda, mhla zima-21. Ndininqwenelela ubomi obuyokozela ngamathamsanqa, iziyolo kunye neentsikelelo. Malungu endlu yowiso-mthetho, ndicela ukunazisa ilungu elitsha elifungiswe izolo mhla zi-3 kweyeNkanga kulo mnyaka ka-2022, lifungiselwa apha eBhongweni Youth Centre eKokstad, elingena kwigqugula leDemocratic Alliance emva kokosula kwayesakuba lilungu umnu ZM Ncwango, ilungu umnu Hlanganani Siphelele Gumbi, ilungu elibuyayo. Sicela
wayeyaphi
ukukhumbuza ukuthi kusaphakanywa nangoku xa sikuthetha ngawe bakubona bakwazi. Sicela ukudlulela kwisimemezelo seminqweno emihle kubantwana nabafundi ababhala iimviwo zabo zemetriki. Abafundi bemetriki kumnyaka we-2022 bahlangabezene nemicelimngeni eliqela kule minyaka mithathu igqithileyo ngenxa yobhubhane i-COVID-19, ukumiswa ngxi kweenkonzo nelizwe, ukutshintshwa kwekharityulam, ukufunda ngokutshintshana kunye nezinye izinto ezininzi ezithe zaba lutshintsho obelulutsha. Egameni lale ndlu ndibanqwenelela impumelelo xa bechophela iimviwo zabo zokuphela konyaka. Kwakhona onke amalungu kunye nabasebenzi abangaba babhala iimviwo, nokokuba zezaluphi na uhlobo, ndibanqwenelela impumelelo. Malungu ahloniphekileyo, sicela ukunazisa ngenkonzo yomngcwabo yabangasekhoyo unyana kunye nomolokazana ubekekileyo unkosazana Esther Kurrajbanzi eza kubanjwa namhlanje. Imizimba yabo iza kubekwa eGSV Hall eku-165 Royston Road eMountain Rise ngentsimbi ye-11 kusasa nje, ize isiwe eCedar Ridge Crematorium eseCato Ridge ngentsimbi yesi-2 malanga namhlanje. Kuba ngelo xesha sawube sesigqibile ngemicimbi yale ndlu, abo bangakwaziyo ukuqhubeka bayozimasa le nkonzo eza kube isasalele nokuba bayibukele kwilinki ethunyelelwe amalungu nge-email izolo, sawuthi sibulele kakhulu. Sicela ukudlulela Kumhlathi wesine, izibhengezo okanye ingxelo ezenziwa yinkulu baphathiswa. Obekekileyo, unkosikazi Dube Ncube. Announcement by the Premier.
Enkosi Somlomo, bendisalalele Somlomo ethetha ngoku andizivanga uba sekwixesha lam. Mandibulise Somlomo kuwe nama-members e-Legislature. The announcements that we would like to make are as follows: that the KZN Matric class of 2022 have started their examination on the 31st of October 2022. We have confidence that the KZN Matric class of 2022 will do us proud by achieving yet another milestone beyond what they obtained the pass rate in the previous years. The Executive Council has deployed members of the Executive Council who are also district political champions to monitor the writing and to provide all the necessary support to ensure that the disturbance of the matric does not happen. We wish our matriculants all the best and take this opportunity to thank all the teachers and the parents, as well as the organized labor and other educational stakeholders for making sure that these exams are a success so far. We appeal to the communities not to disturb the future of our children due to other grievances they might be having. Rather, our learners need all the support as they go through this bridge in their journey of their lives. The next one, on Saturday, the 29th of October, 2022, KwaZulu-Natal witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime event, the handing over of the Certificate of Recognition to His Majesty the King Misuzulu kaZwelithini by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of South Africa, President Ramaphosa, at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. This event, which many of us witnessed for the first time in our lifetime, was beamed live across the globe and was attended by dignitaries from all over the globe and focused much needed attention to KwaZulu-Natal. We are grateful that the handing over of the Certificate of Recognition to our King went without a single incident. We applaud all the people who came in their numbers to witness the occasion for their excellent behavior. We, however, acknowledge and sincerely apologize for the inconvenience that was caused to those who could not obtain the transport on time due to the dispute by the transport industry. We are also awaiting a full report regarding the unfortunate glitches of the sound. The last but one, Honorable Speaker, we wish to extend our heartfelt condolences to the families that lost their loved ones in the horrific multiple incidents that took place on Monday and Tuesday. In particular, our deepest condolences to the families and friends, including of the Honorable Member of this Legislature, Mrs. Takuraj Bansi, who lost 2 members of her family. We are gravely disturbed and saddened by yet another fatal road accidents, which once again have the common denominator of trucks. We have called for stricter policing of public roads and for all delinquent truck operators who flout the rules of the road and who behave with disdain to be subjected to the harshest possible consequence management measures. We have also asked the MEC of Transport Community Safety to give us a full report and the analysis of regulations guiding the trucking industry, including the times when certain motor vehicles are not allowed in certain roads or in certain routes. In the meantime, as we approach the festive season and the peak holiday travel, on the 11th of November, the province will unveil the State of the Readiness Plan as the province prepares to host visitors and ensure the safety of citizens during this busy period. This year's safety plan will focus on road safety, stock theft, liquor law enforcement, gender-based violence, drugs, roadblocks, condon and search, stop and search, and other intelligence multi-task-driven operations. Last month, the province launched the first mobile digital analytical skills lab at the Orient Heights in Pietermaritzburg. We launched this mobile digital skills lab project. Our learners that are giant to be part of these new possibilities, which are anchored on the digital economy. This is part of the Connected Smart Province project, which will see especially our young people being trained in various skills such as data analytics, data scientists, as well as to the fourth industrial revolution. To take advantage of the digital economy, our young people must work on robotics, drone technology, mechanotrics, and other technologies being experienced around the world. We intend to expose our learners from young age to space technology, to Internet of Things, to data analytics, multimedia production, the 4D, as well as the 9D. Already 20 young people are already undergoing digital skills and drone technologies skills that will be used in a number of sectors, including the smart technology of our intelligence transport system to monitor and recover incident as well as save lives. Over the coming months, we will launch similar labs in the rest of the province and the district, and we hope that our communities will, for the first time in many areas, get connected, but also be able to access government services using these technologies. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Siyabonga kubaphathiswa. Sizawudlulela umhlathi wesihlanu ukwethulwa nokudakanca ingxelo okanye amaphepha aphambi kwethu. Sizawuqala ngendlu yowiso-mthetho yaKwaZulu-Natal. Ifaka umbiko wekota yesibini neyaphakathi nonyaka yokusebenza kwayo womnyaka wezimali u-2022-2023. Ikomishini yenkonzo zikarhulumente, Public Service Commission, ifaka ingxelo yayo on service delivery inspections conducted at selected Department of Transport Drivers License and Testing Centers in KwaZulu-Natal, eyenziwe ngenyanga kaSeptemba ku-2022. Kwakunye ne-report on service delivery inspections conducted at selected Department of Social Development Service offices in KwaZulu-Natal, ngenyanga kaSeptemba. Malungu ahloniphekile, baphathiswa nani bozihlalo, xa kukhona umbiko esingaba asiwubalanga apha, sicela ukunika ithuba lokuthi niwufake. Okwangoku ayikho, kodwa xa kukhona ophinda khumbule ukuba nemfefe kuye. Sizawudlulela Kumhlathi wesithandathu sizofumana iziphakamiso okanye izibhengezo ezisesikweni ezenziwa ngumbhexeshi oyinhloko yale ndlu.
Somlomo ohloniphekile asilibonge ithuba usipha lona. Somlomo sifisa ukusho ukuthi azikho ezethule sinazo ngasohlangothini lwethu. Siyabonga kodwa ukusipha ithuba.
Siyabulela mbhexeshi oyinhloko. Ngoku sizawunikeza ithuba lezibhengezo zemithetho eyilwayo kunye neziphakamiso okanye ingxelo zamalungu. Njengokwenkqubo yethu ndizawuqala kuba ababhexeshi bawo wonke amaqembu basinikile amagama abantu abazawuba neziphakamiso. Ndizawuqala ngomhlonishwa umphathiswa wezempilo KwaZulu-Natal, uNkosazana Simelane N. Uzawuthetha exhumiwe. Ndicela abaphethe ezobuchwepheshe balungiselele ukuthi sikwazi ukumva umphathiswa. Mphathiswa.
Ngiyabonga Somlomo. Uwe nakuwo wonke amalunga akhona nomphakathi. Ngokuhlala kwalendlu elandelayo ngiyaphakamisa kanje. This house notes with concern the rising numbers of young women that are being infected with HIV and AIDS by older men. This also includes the rising numbers of women who have tested positive for syphilis in the past 12 months, which is a disease that we no longer had in this province. This deliberate infection with disease of young women by some older men should be considered to be a form of gender-based violence and should be condemned. That it is. I shall so move.
K.I. Mshengu.
Sibonge Somlomo ngokuhlala kwendlu elandelayo ngiyuphakamisa kanje. Le ndlu iyasiqaphela isimo senkampani enkulu ehlukene iThonga Juliet esekuholele ekubekeni izingcupheni imisebenzi elinganisela ku-15,000 kanye nokungakhokhelwa kwabatshali bomoba hlanganisa nezinkampani ezincane zabantu abamnyama. Le ndlu inquma kanje. Ngenxa uhulumeni ukuba ngenelele imisebenzi kanye nabatshali bomoba makuphuthunyiswe ushushiswa abaphathi bale nkampani ababandekanye ukuphakamisa izigidi ngezigidi zezimali zenkampani yokuphakamisa.
Olandelayo sihlalo wozihlalo bamakomiti umhlonitshwa M.A. Zulu.
Sithethi esibekeleyo. In the next sitting of the House, I shall move as follows. The House knows the thorny issues of increasing levels, blatant and barbaric corruption, theft, misuse of public municipal funds in the IFP-run municipalities, coupled by the new tendencies of using fake qualification to make shoddy appointments for critical senior posts. This is a shame of the highest order. The House therefore resolves as follows: that the MEC of Kokta to institute an investigation into the widespread allegations of corruption and a new culture of press pledging of public funds every weekend before the municipal coffers run dry. To set up a committee that will also probe the allegations of bogus qualification to the senior officials in the municipality of both Pongolo and Abakulusu municipality. Thank you. I hope.
Olandelayo umhlonishwa usihlalo wekomiti elibhekele ukusebenza ngokubambisana kwakunye nemicimbi yobukhokheli bozomdabu kulendlu. Unkosikazi ZLI Cele.
Siyabonga Somlomo. Le ndlu yaqaphela inkinga ebhekene nomasipala abahlukahlukene, ikakhulukazi wona lesibuye iHerigwala, iTheku, umasipala wakaDukuza kwiBhalito, inkinga ye-land invasion noma ukuzithathela komhlaba umphakathi. Le ndlu inquma kanje ukuthi ungqongqoshe umhlonishwa uMahlaba asondele eduze kulolu daba kanye ne-department yakhe bakwazi ukuthi badile nale issue. Ngiyakuphakamisa.
Olandelayo ngumhlonishwa uGumede TJ.
Inhumane destruction of part of the Marikana informal settlement in Kokstad, and many more similar cases throughout KZN, under the PI Act 19 of 1998, which itself is deeply rooted in the constitutional principles. This House resolves that this House debates in depth the eviction process as outlined in the above Act. 2, to further debate issues leading to the occupation of the so-called vacant land by unlawful occupants. I shall so move.
Followed by the Honorable Motley S.
Good morning, Madam Speaker. On the next sitting day of this House, we shall move. Noting that this month we commemorate 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children. We, the IFP, like to see harsher sentences meted out to perpetrators. The recent murder, suicide of a young couple at Gateway also raises concerns of mental health awareness, which should form part of the 16 days campaign. This awareness should start at schools, as our young children themselves are normalizing violence and abuse due to social media and personal experience at home. This we so move.
The next member is Honorable Jabur Ejiu.
Thank you. Morning, Honourable Speaker, honourable members, members of the public. I give notice that at the next sitting of this House, I shall move as follows. Noting that yesterday, MEC Zikalala accused opposition parties of not being present physically in this meeting, despite there being more opposition party members present than ANC honourable members. Further noting, MEC Zikalala has already been redeployed from the Premier's office by the ANC Taliban faction and now abuses state resources to make political statements at TLTP meetings. Therefore, this House resolves for government to urgently again redeploy MEC Zikalala, preferably to the Western Cape, where the DA can provide him with a proper political education on outstanding DA local government principles, as he seems to have fallen short. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Followed by the Honorable Dr. Aikika.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just need to stop laughing a little bit before I can speak. Sorry, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
I'm listening to you, and there is nothing that has been done. That is outside the rules now.
Yes, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I give notice that at the next sitting of this House, I shall move as follows. Noting, 1, while there are constant repairs and improvements on the Speaker's cottage, Green's chambers are in an abhorrent, ramshackle state that smells moldy, musty, and is possibly disease-causing. 2, Members and staff are forced to work in a diseased building, better known to us. Fixtures and fittings are loose and better known to us as the mjondolo because of the leaking roofs, unpainted walls. This, as the term draws to an end with repeated promises of relocation incessantly dishonored. This is contemptible. This House resolves to call upon the Speaker to prioritize ensuring suitable office space for the DA as a matter of urgency, despite the 2 offices being made available. So shall I move.
Honorable Mayor LM.
Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I hereby give notice that I shall move at the next sitting day of the House as follows. This House notes that after the passing of stalwart Councillor Tex Collins, who have served eThekwini since 1996, a by-election was called in Ward 10. The people of Ward 10 on the 2nd of November showed their displeasure with the failing ANC-led coalition government in the Metro and put their trust in the DA by giving the DA 94.8% of the vote compared to the ANC's 3.5%. The people of Ward 10 also decided to teach the eThekwini Deputy Mayor, His Worship PG Mavundla, the ABCs of politics by giving him a mere 1.2% of the vote. The people of the ward also showed their commitment to the Constitution by electing a proud member of the LGBTIQ+ community. This House therefore resolves to congratulate the residents of Ward 10 with their fantastic choice of giving the DA their overwhelming support, that was 94.8% for those who've forgotten, and to send our well wishes to the newly elected ward councillor, Councillor Kaylee Lang, who won with 94.8% of the vote. Thank you.
The next member is the Honorable Singh Bin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I give notice at the next sitting of this House, I shall move as follows. Noting that the eThekwini municipality does not have chemicals for 29 pools in eThekwini, resulting in their closure. The pools in the eThekwini serve as a means of recreation, especially towards the latter end of the year for holidaymakers and residents. The ANC-run municipality has beaches closed. Now they have closed the pools. They have brought the tourism in the city to its knees. This House resolves the MEC for Cocta and the MEC for Arts and Culture urgently intervene in ensuring that swimming pools be opened with immediate effect. So shall I move.
Uzawulandelwa ngobekekileyo uNkosazana CM Shinga.
Somlomo malunga hloniphekile. Ngokuhlala kwalendlu okulandelayo ngiyophakamisa kanje. Ukuba lendlu iyakuqonda futhi iyakuqaphela ubunzima nosizi okubhekene nosomabhizinisi abahweba emgwaqweni eGreater Kokstad nakwezinye izindawo. Iqiniso lithi iningi labo londla imindeni liphinde lifundise izingane ukuthi izimo abahwebela ngaphansi kwazo zinzima kangakanani, njengokungabi nezindawo nemipheme ephephile yokukhoselisa impahla uma izulu lina noma lishisa ilanga. Futhi abanazo nezindawo ezihlelekile zokugcina impahla mabeshayisa ntambama, nokugcina kubabuyisela emuva ngoba impahla yabo iyamosheka, ikakhulu laba abahweba ngokudliwayo noma izitshalo. Ngakho-ke lendlu inquma kanje ukuthi umnyango wezokuthuthukiswa komnotho nezokuvakasha nezemvelo neminye ngokubambisana nomasipala akwenze uhlelo lwentuthuko lokusiza labahwebi abazimele abazizamelayo. Somlomo ngiyophakamisa.
Olandelayo ngobekekileyo usekela mbhexeshi walendlu uNkosazana VP Qaluza.
Somlomo mama, ngokuhlala kwalendlu okulandelayo ngiyaphakamisa ukuthi lendlu income indlela usuku lokunikezela isitifiketi kwesilo esahamba ngayo iphinde ibonge futhi income isipho esalethwa undunankulu wakaZulu esipha isilo kwindumezulu yedina eyayise-ICC. Lesipho sosofa abasha cekele bakhombisa ngokusobala ukuthi akekho owayengesona isitatamiswa emcimbini owawuse-ICC yendumezulu yedina. Simbongele uMdlokombane ngosofa abalethwa undunankulu kaZulu. Siyakuphakamisa.
Olandelayo ngobekekileyo umnumzana NM Sibiya.
Somlomo ukuhlala kwalendlu okulandelayo ngiyakuphakamisa kanje. Kuya ngokuba yinto ejwayelekile ukuthi imikhandlu yase North okungumzinyathi kanye neZululand ukuthi kubehlule bancame ukuletha amanzi kulemphakathi ehluphekile labo okuyibona abalida lemkhandlu. Sekuyiminyaka amanzi engekho kulemkhandlu yalezi zifunda. Kuyinhlamba enkulu ukuthi lemikhandlu mibili ithola imali engaphezulu ka2.5 billion ihlangene kodwa asazi ukuthi le mali ishonaphi. Ukwenza sizibuze ukuthi amaqembu aphethe lemikhandlu ayazi yini ukuthi kuyini ukuhambisa intuthuko kubantu. Le mikhandlu isemakhaya iphethwe iqembu i-IFP iminyaka. Siyafisa ukubongela imeya uMdaka emkhanyakude ngokuthi ilungise isimo samanzi kanye nedamu esinalo lapha iJozini Dam. Somlomo ngiyafisa ukuthi ngithi kulendlu ngokulandelayo sifisa ukuthi sithi lendlu inkatha ayizinuke amakhwapha njengeqembu ayisoze yalethela abantu bakwaZulu-Natal intuthuko noma kungathiwa yenzani. Izikhathalele yona kuphela, okunye buzani kithi siyonitshela. Isilo uma sithi nibezwe kodwa ningabalaleli akube njalo. Somlomo ngiyakuphakamisa.
Obekekileyo umbhishop EV Dube. Umhlonitshwa u-EV Dube usondela umbhobho kuye.
Ngokuhlala Somlomo ohloniphekile. Ngokuhlala kwalenhlanganiso ngiyophakamisa kanje. Izinga lezingozi ezibonakalayo emgaqweni yakithi KwaZulu-Natal nengozi esanda kudlula nemiphefumulo eminingi ngasemgungundlo phakathi komgungundlo neTheku ibonise ngokusobala ukuthi noma imigaqo yethu imihle kangakanani kusenesizathu esibalulekile sokuyibheka ngokunzulu into yama-truck ahamba emgaqweni yethu. Ngokuzayo ngiyophakamisa-ke ukuba lendlu ikihlale ixoxisane nemphakathi ikakhulukazi nabaphathi bama-truck ngendlela yokuziphatha emgaqweni nangendlela yokuhlonipha imigaqo ikakhulukazi njengoba kuza isikhathi sikaNcibijane. Ngiyophakamisa Somlomo.
Olandelayo ngumhlonitshwa ongusihlalo we-Public Participation and Petitions, umhlonitshwa uNkosazana RZP Zulu waseDlungulu.
Ngiyabingelela Somlomo na wonke amalunga esishayamthetho sakithi KwaZulu-Natal. Siyabingelela kumphakathi wonke waseHerigwada namaphethelo. Somlomo ngokuhlala kwendlu okulandelayo ngiyakuphakamisa kanje. Umnyango wezokuthutha nowezokuphepha komphakathi esifundazweni saKwaZulu-Natal usondele izehlakalo esezivamile zokuhlaselwa kucekelwe phansi kwezithutha impahla osekujwayelekile lapha endaweni yaseMoyi River. Ngoba lokhu kunomthelela omubi emnothweni wesifundazwe ovele kumntengantenga. Kungaba umbono omuhle uma ezokuphepha zingaqiniswa ukuqapha umnotho wethu ongenayo nophumayo esifundazweni usebenzisa lo wamzila. Somlomo ngiyophakamisa kanjalo. Ngiyabonga.
Olandelayo ngumhlonishwa ongusihlalo wekomiti elibhekele ukusebenza kwesebe lemisebenzi yoluntu. Kulendlu umhlonishwa uMPP Zungu.
Honorable Speaker, this House remembers the violent history of this province, the amount of bloodshed, the loss of lives because of political violence. It is with great concern that one witnesses in 2022 the resurgence of political intolerance in the northern parts of KZN, captured on social media, where a young man wearing a jacket of the political party of his own choice was threatened with violence and death whilst being filmed by the aggressor. The House therefore resolves to debate the need for political tolerance, to call upon all political parties, especially the IFP, for the sake of this province, to issue joint statements distancing themselves from political intolerance and condemning the resurgence of political violence, to call upon the SAPS to probe the incidents and nip it in the bud before it fans fires of intolerance. Honorable Speaker, I so move. Thank you.
Olandelayo ngumhlonishwa ongusihlalo wekomiti elibhekelele ukusebenza kwesebe lezophuhliso loluntu, umhlonishwa uGN Swart Boyintombela.
Ndiyabulela ngumhlali ngaphambili. Ngokuhlala kwalendlu okulandelayo ndiyakuphakamisa kanje. Lendlu iyakunaka ngokukhulu ukudabuka okudlula emhlabeni kukagogo ona 84 iminyaka. Wasesibizane village ngaphansi kukamasipala uDr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. Owadlwengula enyangeni edlule indoda eneminyaka enama-21. Ukuthi le ndoda emva kwesigameko yazumeka endlini yalogogo, abazomthetho bakwazi ukuyibopha. Le ndlu iyakunqoma kanje. Okokuqala, ukuncoma umnyango wezokuthuthukiswa komphakathi oholwa ngumhlonishwa ungqongqoshe uNonhlanhla Khoza ngokuphendula ngokuphuthuma, kanye nethimba elibhekelele ukuqondiswa kwezigwegwe, ukuthumela usizo oluhlanganisa amaphoyisa, umnyango wezokuthuthukiswa ngomphakathi kanye nowezempilo. Okwesibili, ukudlulisa ukukhalisana nomndeni wakwaMbhele. Iphinde lendlu iphakamise ukuthi udlame olubhekiswe kubantu besifazane soluyinkinga kazwelonke. Ngiyakuphakamisa.
Malungu ahloniphekileyo alendlu, bekulilungu lokugqibela elo. Ngoku sizawungena kumongo wokuhlangana kwethu apha ngemuva kokuhambela kwamalungu esishayamthetho saKwaZulu-Natal, amaqembu nenhlangano yonke behambela omasipalathi abakhoyo kwesi sithili esiholwa ngumhlonishwa ukhansela uNxumalo. Sizawuthi ke ukukwenza lokho ekuwumongo sikwenze ngokuthi sibe nengxoxompikiswano yalowa mbiko malungu eniwaziyo walolo hambelo owethulwayo endlini yowisomthetho sisendlini yowisomthetho eMpumalanga. Umholi walolu hlelo umhlonishwa obekekileyo uHGS Mavimbela ozoqala umbiko phambi koluntu lwale district kube sekulandela ingxoxo-mpikiswano. Unemizuzu engamashumi 20 angenanto sihlalo wozihlalo wokothula isishwankathelo sombiko.
Somlomo ohloniphekile, Ndunankulu wesifundazwe sakithi KwaZulu-Natal, abaphathiswa bonke abakhoyo, amalungu esishayamthetho saKwaZulu-Natal, izinkulumbuso zakule district yaseHerigwala kunye nezakhamuzi, ngiyabingelela. Madam Speaker, I rise to table the multi-party report compiled following meetings and visits held in all the 4 local municipalities of Herigwala district as part of the TLTP project. I am requesting that at the conclusion of the debate, the report be adopted by this House and formally referred to the provincial executive. As part of the taking legislature to the people process, which is in fulfillment of the constitutional mandate of the legislature to involve the public to perform oversight over the executive powers, members of the legislature held multi-party public hearings meetings on the service delivery issues and conducted oversight visits to projects and service delivery institutions for verification in all the 4 local municipalities of Herigwala district. During the public hearings meetings, community members were afforded with a platform to engage with the legislature and various departments of service delivery issues and concerns. The multi-party delegation visit comprised of the representatives from various political parties in the legislature, support staff, provincial government departments officials, and municipal officials, leaders, and officials visited selected projects. The 2022 multi-party and taking legislature to the people program was primarily focused on tracking the progress on the implementation of the National Development Plan and KwaZulu-Natal contribution known as the Provincial Growth and Development Plan at Herigwala District and Service Delivery Project previously visited and issues raised by communities in 2014. The following themes inform the meetings and the visit to the selected projects. That is the 2021 July unrest and looting incident. Number 2, places damaged by the floods in 2022. Also, the projects from 2014 multi-party oversight reports as part of the follow-ups. Also, the close-up report of the 2014 taking legislature to the people. Fifthly, the catalytic projects aligned to the NDP, PGDP, DDM profile-based, focusing on the following. 1, projects completed and handed over in all the municipalities of this district from 2014 to 2022. Projects currently being implemented in all the municipalities of this district from 2014 up to this year. Projects that are doing well or currently being implemented and progressing successfully. projects that are not progressing well in their implementation that were stalled. Projects from the district and the local municipalities IDP could be also the catalytic projects. In the main, all the projects identified should be aligned and or responding to the targets and indicators of the NDP and PGDP, of which the district and the local municipalities IDP is expected to be aligned to. Projects boosting the economy of Herikwala district within the following fields. That's dairy farming, forestry, tourism attraction destination, offering ecotourism and adventure tourism, regeneration of nodes, human resource development, agro-processing, agricultural development, and infrastructure development. During the 2 days oversight visit, 8 teams per each local municipality were established to undertake community engagement meetings on service delivery and to visit the identified project in all the 4 local municipalities of Herikwala district, namely Greater Kokstad, Umzimkhulu, Ubuhlebezwe, and Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma local municipalities. The first day, of which was Thursday, the 23rd of June, comprised of the community engagement meetings on service delivery issues. The second day, of which was Friday, the 24th of June, comprised of the visits to the project and service delivery institutions or sites. The project is identified by researchers, guided by the Office of the Chairperson of Committees, and assisted by the district and each 4 local municipalities and provincial government departments, were a mix of completed projects as well as projects not completed, which also have challenges. I'm going to start with the Greater Kokstad municipality in terms of the report that I am giving, the host municipality of which we are in. To a larger extent, project activities within the boundaries of municipality are indicative of progress that have been made towards changing people's lives. Various housing projects, water and sanitation, improve road networks, and etc. have been implemented within the Greater Kokstad local municipality. By the local municipality itself, the Herikwala district municipality, or even provincial and national departments. The following up visits to projects visited in 2014 reflected the following. Extension 7 Community Hall. This hall is well maintained. The municipality has embarked on a phased road improvement project which have improved accessibility and generally aesthetics or appeal of the area. On the Shire Moya landfill site, the site has been closed and it's no longer utilized to dispose waste. The site has been deserted without a gate or intent boundary fence, posing a risk that young children or livestock can access to unfenced or uncovered leach ponds. Second, the site has not been rehabilitated. On the positive side, the municipality has constructed a licensed landfill site in Kransfontein, even though the new site has also been characterized by some management or compliance challenges. On Franklin sewer system, there are signs that the system is not coping with the demand, as in on verge of collapsing. The municipality needs to explore and prioritize intervention that will avert the prevailing challenges, which may include increasing the capacity of the existing sewer system. On Horseshoe sanitation project, the residents have not been able to utilize the new waterborne pollution. It was against this background that the Herikwala district municipality was implored to submit a comprehensive plan detailing activities and dates for the long overdue completion of the project. In terms of the new project identified for the first time in 2022, the following projects were included. The investment in construction of the state-of-the-art Olo Primary School is a significant commitment by the Department of Education towards the improvement of education within the municipality. The provision of supplementary service by the Department of Art and Culture in the form of libraries also provide and support a conducive environment for quality learning in historic disadvantaged areas such as Franklin and Shire Moya. The Franklin Hydroponic Tunnels project has provided an opportunity to young people to venture into agriculture, production and value chain. The municipality and the Department of Agriculture should continue to support the cooperative to ensure long-term sustainability, thereby giving hope to other aspirant youth. The Bongweni Hostel and Willowdale housing projects are a symbol of hope and dignity to low and no-income earners. The Bongweni Hostel was renovated to provide decent accommodation to deserving occupants. Similarly, Willowdale housing project provided safe housing for deserving people of Kokstad and surroundings. The connection of electricity and water to the individual houses should be prioritized. The citizens of Greater Kokstad municipality continue to experience a myriad of service delivery challenges as summarized below. That talks to access to basic services. You can talk of water, electricity, access road, and water collection. Also, there are challenges in terms of the healthcare provision, where people requested improved services, e.g., resuscitation of mobile clinics in areas such as Franklin to relieve pressure from the fixed facilities. People who reside on farms will also benefit in this regard, as the fixed facility are often far away from the residential areas. Talking to issues of the educational facilities, communities requested government to build schools closer to communities as children travel long distances to get to the school. Even in areas where there are schools, overcrowding is overwhelming in some schools. This was expressed strongly in Shire Moya. On issues of local economic development and employment opportunities, there is a high unemployment, especially amongst young people. And this experience is not only experienced by the people of Greater Kokstad, but is experienced by the people of KwaZulu-Natal in general. So we are saying also this needs to be prioritized. We are also concerned in terms of decent housing. Numerous housing projects have been implemented in the municipality. However, the demand for the RDP houses is still there. Because when you are providing, you are also encouraging for more people to come to your area. On communal facilities, progress has been made in improving access to communal facilities such as community halls, e.g. Extension 7 and Kringalendlela in Horseshoe. The Jim Payne Sport Complex in Kokstad town is also close to completion, while the Bongweni Sport Ground caters for the neighboring communities. There is, however, a need for more sport facilities in other areas such as Franklin Village. The municipality delegation visit for 2022 have observed and improved on service delivery since the last taking legislature to the people program, which happened in 2014. The water and sanitation issues raised in Horseshoe, Franklin, and Willowdale have not been addressed. The poor communication channels between local and district municipalities further compromise the road infrastructure at the local level. Now I'm moving on to the next municipality, which is Ubuhlebezwe. Progress has been made within Ubuhlebezwe local municipality over the years in implementing NDP. However, there is still a lot to be done in ensuring the NDP objectives are achieved, as there is still an outcry on service delivery challenges faced by communities within the municipality. Issues raised include, but were not limited to, inadequate road infrastructure and access to the road. Also, slow upgrading or rehabilitation of selected roads. There is also the water shortage that was raised by the people of this municipality. There is also the scarce agricultural support. We know that majority of people requested assistance in agricultural sector and expressed that assistance given to this municipality by the Department of Agriculture has not reached the majority of the community. There is also the shortage of skills. There were concerns that were raised over the number of skills within Ubuhlebezwe community members, resulting in ability to get jobs and unable to start their own businesses. Then taking the experiences of the work that was done in 2014 on the same exercise, there hasn't been much of improvement in terms of service delivery at Ubuhlebezwe local municipality. In 2022, level of unemployment rate and poverty has increased. Even though there are many rural houses constructed, there are still several people living in mud houses at Ubuhlebezwe. A number of concerns raised in 2014 were not properly addressed, as most people in this municipality do not have access to water and tarred roads. There were water pipes installed, however, there hasn't been water running through those pipes since they were installed more than 5 years. Government have managed to respond to some issues and concerns by the public in 2014. These included providing learners with learner transport and building a number of sports fields with community halls and crashes. Out of 7 projects visited in 2014, 5 were completed and 2 projects has not been completed in 2022. That includes P73 and P112. Delegation also visited P73 in 2022. Now I'm moving on to Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini local municipality. Some members of the community raised complaints about inefficiency and ineptitude of the Department of Home Affairs in Underberg. Some of young people have interest in farming, but they do not have funds to start farming. People complained that there were no crashes in the area. The community requested some help from government. People reported a number of problems related to social development in this municipality that include food parcel and vouchers. The community complained about lack of sufficient health facility. They asked for more health facilities in the area because the few that are there are far from the communities. There is a shortage of medical supply in the community health center in Bulwa. Water shortage was raised sharply in all the public meetings held on the 23rd of June. There are many pipe water leakages in this municipality. As a result, some communities cannot access purified water. Some areas in this local municipality do not have electricity. No response has been received to their request for the electricity, which was made through the municipality long time ago. There are not enough high schools in Underbeck. Learners have to travel long distances to go to schools, which are in town. There is housing project which was started but was left incomplete. People requested assistance in building houses that were blown down by the storm and winds in April 2022. Some are still staying in temporary houses and others are still waiting to receive the temporary houses. Access roads in Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini local municipality, especially in rural areas, are not in good condition. The main road to Nkwezela was started but left uncompleted by the department. Below is the list of projects and the resolution taken during the visit. Not on projects that were identified by the legislature. Can you give me 3 minutes to finalize, Chair Speaker?
Wait, Chair of Chairs. If we give you 3 minutes, you will be left with 7 minutes to respond.
Yes, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm finalizing. Legislature technical team were visited. The multi-party report has information on all the projects that were identified by the legislature technical team. Then on Umzimkhulu municipality, there is a great improvement since 2014 a visit. We can comment on Ward 20, Emadageni Sport Field, and also on the CBD, the roads that have been finalized, which respond to the issues that have been raised by our communities. Although there are also matters of concern that talks to high unemployment rate, high level of crime due to police stations being far from the people. Then the multi-party visit have the following recommendation. During the 2 days visit, the KwaZulu-Natal Legislature multi-party delegation teams that visited all the 4 local municipalities in Herigwala district identified service delivery issues and challenges faced by the communities and citizens of Herigwala district, came up with the finding based on their observation, deliberations, and supported by KwaZulu-Natal Legislature Multi-Party 2022 Status Research Report, and made the recommendation after engagement and deliberation on all the projects visited. These recommendations are attached in this report under local municipality section, and the report have been given to all the members for their ease of access. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
You will have 8 minutes because you used 2 minutes. Now, to start the debate, I will call on behalf of the African National Congress for 11 minutes, the Honorable MEC for Education, Ms. MC Fraser.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Premier and the MECs, Honorable Members. Ubuholi bendabuko obukhona sizizwa sithobeka ngendlela eyisimanga kuba nani. Ubaba umeya uNxumalo nabo bonke abambisene nabo kuwona wonke ama-municipalities. Ukhongolose uzizwa usafe ngendlela eyisimanga. Izihambeli zonke ezibalekile, umphakathi wonke okhona owakhele isifunda esiqanjwe ngomholi wethu ubaba uHerigwala. Siyabingelela. Somlomo omunye wabaholi abadela izimpilo zabo ukulwela inkululeko yesizwe, ubaba uJoslovo, wachaza i-service delivery
ngaphansi kahulumeni wentando yeningi oholwa nguKhongolose njengenye yezindlela zokubuyisa isithunzi kubantu abamnyama nakubona bonke abantu. Ingakho ukuhambisa izinsiza kubantu nokubalalela izikhalo zabo nokuyizinto ezisemqoka kakhulu kulesishayamthetho esiholwa nguKhongolose. Siyafisa kakhulu ukuthi sisho ukuthi ukusiletha kwakho somlomo lapha isishayamthetho ukuhlonipha abantu ngendlela emangalisayo. Siyabonga kakhulu. Honorable members, even the naysayers must concede that there's been significant improvement in the level of service delivery across Terigwala district since the last TLTP in 2014. Nemkhandlu eyakhele lesifunda efana no Greater Kokstad isithuthuke kakhulu njengoba nezindawo ezazingenayo emgwaqo netiyela amabhlorho okuphephile. Lawa kungekho khona izikole ezintsha sezikhona sezakhiwe. Sikhuluma ngesinye sezikole somlomo esihle kakhulu esibizwa ngokuthi Xoloxolo. Lapho uKhongolose etshengise khona ukuthi uma kukhandwa isikole kukhandwane. It is therefore not by mistake that the ANC-led Greater Kokstad local municipality is also ranked #1 in the province in terms of service delivery and governance. As a caring government, we know the critical need for proper road infrastructure in a developing economy like ours, especially the networks connecting the once so-called small towns, which are attracting big investors. There are several projects that have been completed in the financial year, which include the upgrading of 13.3 kilometers of D168 in Wards 14 and 16 of Ubuhlebezo municipality, from gravel road to blacktop. Lo msebenzi awukapheli ngoba kuzogcina sekwenziwe u24 kilometers nokulindeleka ukuthi ubize 198 million usuphelele. uKhongolose owenza le msebenzi. Last month, the Department of Transport handed over the constructor of D606 and D617 in Ward 6 of Terigwala district. The two roads were heavily affected by floods that occurred earlier this year. The roads will be repaired at the value of over 11 million, and more than a dozen job opportunities are going to be created. Sikunjalo siyayikhanda namathuba omsebenzi singuKhongolose. The South African National Road Authority Limited, SANRAL, is also planning to have an interchange of the N2 entrance to Kokstad, which will help significantly in reducing traffic congestion from the highway. A suggestion that has been put to SANRAL and the Department of Transport to have bypassed so that 30-ton truckers will not pass through Kokstad CBD, causing congestions and damaging the roads. Ibhuloho lomfula wasenzinga elibize 55 million ukulakha lona seliyaphela. Lokho kusho ukuthi imiphakathi eyakhele lezi ndawo isizokwazi ukuwela umfula ngaphandle kokusabela izimpilo zayo. On our mission to change the lives of the people, we are always guided by the wisdom of those who fought for this freedom and those who led before us. As President Oliver Tambo once said, I quote, "The children of any nation are its future. A country, a movement, or a person that does not value its youth and children does not deserve its future," unquote. It is on this basis that we do our best to provide a conducive learning environment and infrastructure for our learners. Siwuhulumeni sizwele izicelo zomphakathi wesifunda saseHerigwala sokuba umnyango wezemfundo wakho izikole kule ndawo ngoba lezi ezikhona zigcwele kakhulu kanti lokhu kugcina sekuphoqa ukuthi abanye abafundi bahambe amabanga amade. Ngoba siwuhulumeni olalelayo oholwa nguKhongolose siyaphuthuma senze sifikile ke sazokhanda iXoloxolo Primary School eyaphela ngoJune kanti kunezinhlelo zokwakha nezinye izikole kulesifunda. iXoloxolo yona it's one of our state of the art schools ngoba eseqophelweni eliphezulu. Inamagumbi awu-25, i-computer room, i-library kanye ne-combi court yokudlala izingane. A total number of 138 work opportunities were also created through the projects. The Department of Education has also approved the construction of Thembaletu High School in order to alleviate the overcrowding at Shayamoya High School and Carl Malcolm's High Schools. Ithembaletu lona ingenye yezikole ezimbili esesilungisela ukuthi zakhiwe kule ndawo. Esinye sazo uMthwane High School, siphinde sibe nezinhlelo zokwakha iGuardian Angel High Mega Boarding School kanye nezikole esizogxila kwezolimo. Uhulumeni hola ukhongolose leyo ngikhuluma ngawo. IFranklin High School nayo ebekukhalwa ngokuthi igcwele kakhulu, yona isiwatholile ama-mobile classrooms awu-14, kanti no-DBSA usuwakhile ama-blocks amathathu ezindlu zangasese. Zonke izikhala zabasebenzi sezivaliwe, futhi sinabaholi abasebenzisana nezikole, sinabaholi abasebenzisana nezikole ukusiza. Sisebenzile kakhulu kulolu daba, siyabonga kakhulu kubaholi base-Harry Gwala aba-progressive. Madam Speaker, much of the education-associated challenges in the Harry Gwala district are experienced in farm and rural schools. Le ndawo ingenye yesibhekene nesihlava sokungatholakali kalula kwamanzi nezindlu zangasese eziyimgodi. Lo mkhandlu uphinde ube ngomunye wale enenkinga enkulu yokugqekezelwa ezikoleni. Siyafisa ukuthi sisho ukuthi sisosondela kakhulu ngokusebenzisana ne-SAPS eyimeni ezinjengalezo. Bese siyasho futhi ukuthi sizwile ngezikhalo eziraiswe izolo, sizosondela futhi e-Underberg, sizosondela kakhulu kumasipala oqanjwe ngomunye wabaholi bethu esimhlonipha kakhulu nesimthanda kakhulu, siseduzane. Ukuqinisekisa ukuphepha kwezikole zethu, ziyisihlanu izikole zakule ndawo esezibiyiwe ngonyaka ka-2022. iDaffdale Primary, iMaus SS Malenge Primary, Leiden High kanye neLupaxdorp Primary. Honorable members, education and safety are both societal issues. So our appeal to communities, it's for them to also take proactive stance in fight against criminals that are vandalizing our schools and stealing food meant to feed our learners. Kumele kube nokubambisana phakathi kwemiphakathi yethu nabezomthetho ukuze sikwazi ukulwisana nobugebengu obudlangile ezikoleni zethu. Currently, Somlomo, there are several projects underway which are aimed at addressing sanitation issues in our schools. These include the chemical toilet project, which will benefit a total of 29 schools. We also have a sanitation approach for education program, which is an initiative to replace basic pit toilets with appropriate sanitation in accordance with the norms and standards for school infrastructure. The Department of Public Works has already completed 14 out of 48 projects planned for this financial year. Enye yezingqalazinda ezikhandwayo kwamanje umtholampilo esokhela usobize ngaphezulu ka-26 million. Lo mtholampilo uzosiza ukuthi imiphakathi eyakhele wona isheshe uthole usizo lwezempilo ngaphambi kokuhamba amabanga amade. Honorable members, the investment of the construction of schools, roads, and other public infrastructure is one of the many examples of the significant efforts by the African National Congress-led government indlela esigijima ngayo ukuphucula izimpilo zabantu base-Harry Gwala. As our President Nelson Mandela once remarked, I quote, "The task at hand will not be easy, but you have mandated us to change South Africa from a land in which the majority lived with hopeful hope to one in which they can live and work with dignity, with a sense of self-esteem and confidence in the future," unquote. As a government at work, we remain binded by this mandate from the people of KwaZulu-Natal. Kungakho konke esikwenzayo siqinisekisa ukuthi singuhulumeni oholwa yi-African National Congress. Abantu ekuhlaleni siyathintana nabo, siyabonisana nabo, and siyafisa kakhulu somlomo ukuthi sesifike la sifike khona sibonge ukuthi umphakathi okhona kuze kube manje uyiso lethu eqinisekiseni ukuthi ama-examinations ethu ahamba ngendlela efanele, abantwana bethu baphephile. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Ngaphambi kokuba ndibize ilungu elilandelayo, Sergeant at Arms and Service Officers abangabikho poto bongena kwi-house, kungenwa la kuphunywa la. Whips assist with your caucuses. There is one entrance and one exit. Siyacela bafowethu. Kunezimo eziphuthumayo, kuneyimoto kuthiwa kukhona isimo esingesihle ezimotweni, sizocela abanikazi bazo basiphuthume kwezo moto. NN 87745, NN 87745, ND 899492, ND 899492, NJSSPZN, NJSSPZN, NP 46821, NP 46821, ND 201336, ND 201336, ND 201430, ND 201430. Asizuphinde sizenze izimemezelo xa kukhona into ephuthumayo emotweni yakho, kepha sizawudedela abezimo eziphuthumayo bakuphuthumele. Siyacela ke uma bekhona abanikazi bezizimoto to please run to their cars. Uma bela endlini baphume la kuphunywa khona. Sicela ukuqhubeka, ndixolise Sotswebhu omkhulu nawe Sotswebhu weqhuqhulo eliphikisayo. Ndixolise ngaloko kuphazamisa phakathi. Sicela ukubiza ilungu elilandelayo, imizuzu isixhenxe ayinanto, egameni lenkatha yenkululeko, umhlonishwa uMB Khawula.
Mhlonishwa somlomo, amalungu esishayamathetho, amakhosi asendlunkulu nezinduna, umhlangano wonke, egameni leqembu lenkatha yenkululeko ngithokoze ukuxosha leli thuba. Umbiko wethulwe ngusihlalo wePhalamende kulendle emphakathini izolo nanamuhla ukhomba ngokusobala ukushodoza kahulumeni ukufeza izimfuno nezidingo zabantu kulelizwe. Ngokombiko lezo zinto umphakathi wakhala ngazo ngo-2014 zisafana nse nalezo umphakathi okhale ngazo ngo-2022. Somlomo, ngenxa yesikhathi ake ngiqale ngalokho okuphakanyiswe ngabantu kodwa okungaqhamanga embikweni. Ngesonto ledlule ngoMsombuluko omhla ka-24 October lapha eKokstad endaweni ebizwa ngeMarikana, umasipala walapha eKokstad udilize imizi yabantu ebalwa ngamashumi acela ekhulwini. Lo masipala ushiye impahla yabantu ithahlazwe emnyango, abantu bengenandawo yokuhlala, abantu bashiywa bencela izithupha emgaqweni. Le mizi bekuyizithukuthuku zabantu abantulayo bethi bazizamela impilo nemindeni yabo, umasipala wabacekela phansi. Kungenzeka kube nezizathu kumbe nezinyathelo zomthetho ebezigunyaza umasipala ukwenza lokhu. Kepha wona umthetho ulawula ukuba abantu abasuswa ngalolu hlobo bahlinzekwe ngelinye ithuba lokukhosela. Buphi ubuntu kulohulumeni? Kuphi ukucabangela abantu kulesi senzo? Amakhosi asendaweni yaseMzimkhulu athi izindawo zawo zabe zingaphansi kwesifundazwe sase-Eastern Cape ngo-1994. Ngezizathu ezithile bafakwa KwaZulu-Natal ngo-2004. Ngesikhathi bengaphansi kwe-Eastern Cape bebengenayo nencane inkinga. Uma befika KwaZulu-Natal kwaqala kwabandlululwa. Kwaba namakhosi abizwa ngezinduna, kwaba nezinduna eziphucwa amandla kwathiwa azaziwa. Ngenxa yalokhu kunamakhosi eMzimkhulu anganikwa imihlomulo namagunya obukhosi njengamanje ngoba wona abizwa ngezinduna. Kunezinduna ezingatholi izibonelelo zobuduna njengezinye izinduna ngoba uhulumeni uthi akazazi. Kulo mbiko wethulwe ngusihlalo walendlu umphakathi ukhale impinda ngokungakhelwa izindlu. Yebo zikhona ezinye sezakhiwe Somlomo, kodwa ebese kuba neshwa lokuthi uma sezabiwa zinikezwe osibanibani abazana nosibanibani. Wena ongaziwa ongaxhumene nasikhulu ulinda kuze kubuye amakeke ogeza unganikwa lutho. Uthi umphakathi somlomo izindlu zikahulumeni aziyeke ukukhetha. Umbiko ukhomba ukungabibikho kwemisebenzi futhi ukhomba ukuthi isimo somnotho sesibi kakhulu manje ukwedlula lokho kwakuyikho ngo-2014 iPhalamende lifika lapha. Uhulumeni uyazama ukuveza amanye amathutshana amatoho ngalolu hlelo libizwa nge-EPWP. Nanti elinye ishwa. U-EPWP wabiwa amakhansela. Wona-ke anikeza amathuba kulabo asondelene nabo kuphela. La mathuba nawo akhetha iphele emasini. Umphakathi uthi u-EPWP awuyeke ukuya uphindelela kubantu abathile kuphela sengathi bahlupheka bodwa. Kepha awube umphakathi. Futhi u-EPWP awuyeke ukuhamba ngobuqembu. Uma uyiqembu elithile uzowuthola. Uma ungelona uzobekwa eceleni noma kungabe uhlupheka kanjani. Buphi ubuntu kulesi senzo na? Lokhu kuhlanganisa nesikhalo esifanayo somphakathi.
Honorable members, you can heckle, but don't drown. Mphakathi omhle, dinivile mosizolo nitheni zisiwe nina apha. Khwabani izandla ngenhliziyo. Aniyiyo inxalenye yokuhlala kwalendlu. Sicela ningayiphazamisi indlu. Niqhwabe nje kudansa inhliziyo ngaphakathi, zithule izandla ithule imilomo. Qhubeleka umntwana wenkosi yakwaHlongwa.
Lokhu ke somlomo kuhlanganisa nesikhalo esifanayo somphakathi ngama-voucher okudla kanye nama-food parcels. Umphakathi okhala ngokuthi kukhetha abantu abathile. Kokunye mhlonishwa ngqongqoshe, umphakathi uthi abasebenzi bakho bakwa-social development babuye babe ngomagayazidlele kulama-voucher nalama-food parcels. Babuye bazondle bona nezihlobo zabo, kusho abantu. Umphakathi ukhale ngokushoda kokusabalaliswa kokufakelwa ugesi, ikakhulukazi emakhaya. Uphinde wakhala umphakathi ngalokugqamcishi owenziwa u-Eskom. Laphaya endaweni yase-Underberg e-NDZ, umphakathi uthi uyacisha ugesi wabo ngezikhathi ezithize ngalolu hlobo lukagqamcishi kokucisha ugesi. Kodwa somlomo nanti elinye ishwa, lo gqamcishi uhlakaniphile futhi unobandlululo. Uyacisha ugesi lapha elokishini kubantu abampisholo, awucishi lapha ngaphesheya kwabo edolobheni, emzini emihle lapho kuhlala khona osibanibani abadla izambane likapondo. Kuyeke okwama-generator lapho kukhulunywa ngogesi wakwa-Eskom okhetha izindawo. Mhlonishwa ndunankulu, abantu sebecela usizo lwakho kulo mkhuba. Uyabona-ke udaba lwamanzi lapha kulesifunda luyimpicabadala yeminyaka. Umbiko uthi kakukho ukubambisana phakathi kwe-district nama-local. Uma kuzofakwa amapayipi, i-district ifika imbe imigwaqo, ishiye kanjalo, kusale kube utaku kulelo-local. Kwala mapayipi afakwayo sekunesikhalo seminyaka sokuthi rain or no rain, dams or no dams, la mapayipi awakhiphi manzi anesomiso esingapheli. Izindawo eziningi lapha emzimkhulu ebuhlephezwe eNDZ neKokstad azinawo amanzi. Nalezo ezinamapayipi kuzona amanzi asephenduke ugqamcishi kuhle kukagiswa ka-Eskom. Hlonishwa ndunankulu, imiphakathi eminingi yalesifunda ihlala ezindaweni ezisemakhaya. Imigwaqo yalezi ndawo ayigwinyisi mathe, mibi, ayilungiswa, ayigradwa. Lena engenela emakhaya akungeneki. Uma kunesimo sezempilo esiphuthumayo, abantu bayaphoqeleka ukuthwala izihlobo zabo ezigulayo bazisondeze eduze komgwaqo omkhulu. Imigwaqo emikhulu ibolile ama-pothole, ikakhulukazi uma usuke eMgungundlovu uyodlula lapha eBhulwa ubheke eXhobo nasemzimkhulu, udlule ubheke e-Ibis kanye neminye imigwaqo. Kwenzeka lokhu nje esimweni lapho umnyango wezokuthutha kulesifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal ngonyaka wezimali u-2019-20 wehluleke ukusebenzisa imali elinganiselwa ku-1.6 billion. Ngonyaka wezimali olandelayo u-2020-21 lo mnyango wehluleke ukusebenzisa imali elinganiselwa ku-1.5 billion. Kodwa imigwaqo yalesifundazwe ibe inje. Kunemigwaqo eyahlonzwa esinesikhathi eside isetshenzwa ukuba ifakelwe itiyela. Isikhalo sithi le misebenzi ithatha iminyakanyaka ingapheli. Kuthi nalapho kwenzeka kwaphela umklamo wabuhlonziwe kufike ekugcineni sekufanele ubuye uqalwe phansi futhi lapho kwakade iqalwe khona. Umgwaqo asenkwezela kuyisibonelo sale mgwaqo eshiwa isikhathi eside kungapheleli ukusebenza. uSindi Khambule uthe womunye okhale ngemigwaqo uD1357 noP127 okwakuthenjiswe ukuthi izofaka itiyela nanamhlanje do. Isimo sale migwaqo eyakhiwa ingapheli sifuze nalesala ama-project kahulumeni aqala ukwakhiwa ebese laxazwa endleleni engaphelile. Ithimba lesishayamthetho liyificile le nkiyankiya edolobheni laseBhulwa kwisakhiwo sakwa-social development.
Mhlonishwa Khawule.
Angithokoze Somlomo.
Mhlonishwa
Uchaba
Khawule.
lixesha.
The next member, on behalf of the Democratic Alliance for 6 minutes, is the Honorable B. Singh.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The Adiguala district has failed to carry out its responsibilities in accordance with the South African human rights. There are many issues to talk about, but the most important one is that the district has not been able to even provide adequate water and sanitation, which should be their primary responsibility for providing services in an effective and efficient manner. Due to the lack of service delivery, water and sanitation issues in the communities are endless because the water and sanitation reticulation system has not reached their areas. Communities have not had access to water or running water in their taps in their lifetime. And something still is consuming water by the river. This goes against both the primary mandate of the Adiguala district and the South African Constitution. The free basic service policy will only apply if there is a metered stand to which services can be delivered, monitored, and billed, because there are illegal connections and people are protesting for basic rights like access to water. Numerous municipalities are characterized by poor service delivery, which results in frequent, sometimes violent protests by residents demanding better services because local government is at the forefront of service delivery. Any failure in this sector has the potential to undermine the country's overall socio-economic development, in addition to influencing public opinion about the government system as a whole. It is not a secret that there is a national crisis in the delivery of services by local governments, in particular 8 provinces run by the African National Congress. One of the problems facing this district is the high salaries paid to its employees, which results in the lack or shortfall in service delivery. A downward trend has been created as a result of the misissue of funds within the municipality as a high result of irregular and unapproved wasteful expenditure. The funds intended for service delivery are being misappropriated in an inappropriate manner. Community then protests because of this. In recent years, corruption has emerged as a prevalent problem in the municipality. Protests by members of the community have become increasingly common because of these genetic issues, which stems from events of the past, which is that services are not provided as planned. Skilled employees and efficient systems are essential to effective municipal administration. However, the impact appears to be on the administrative processes of many community protests. When the legislature visited communities earlier this year, there were complaints from them in this district at Franklin. They were sharing water with the animals. There were complaints of them not having electricity. There were complaints of metric students studying with candles and walking over 10 kilometers to school. Is this a caring government? Absolutely not. They are just here to steal and steal the public's money. Moving on, in this district serves 4 municipalities: the Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma municipality, the Greater Kokstad municipality, Ubolezwe municipality, and Mzimkhulu municipality. But not a single one of these municipalities have a public tennis court, a cricket pitch, or even a swimming pool. A contributing factor to juvenile delinquency is a lack or limitation of leisure activities. There aren't enough public facilities for kids in the Adiguala district to keep them from engaging in criminal behavior, which has led to an increase in youth-related crimes. The psychological, cognitive, and physical development of young people should be prioritized through leisure activities. The DA is not surprised that the ANC-controlled district has failed to prioritize the important aspects of society that require attention, particularly the youth and their early development. It is said that the Arikwala district municipal manager, who just got the job, has promised to give water and sanitation delivery first priority in the district. It is one thing to talk about giving service delivery priority, visible results are required. To be able to apply sound planning, the municipal manager must be committed. This will allow crucial projects to begin in order to meet the requirements of basic service delivery, which should have been implemented 25 years ago. The residents of this district are having their human rights violated by the absence of basic service delivery. Sadly, after decades of ANC-led municipalities, nothing has been done for the people of this district. The only thing that has been done is that the ANC has stolen from them, while bringing this district to ruins. Thank you.
Honorable members, honorable members, you are kindly reminded about not. Honorable de Klerk, I'm speaking. Honorable de Klerk, I'm speaking. You are kindly reminded about not standing in passages during the sittings, especially when you are a whip. Then you should know that. The next member to come would have been for 9 minutes. The EFF, Honorable Mpaipeli, it shows apology of the person that was going to debate. The EFF is of course represented in the House, but they will not debate. The person who should debate is not here. Therefore, we will move to another 9 minutes. On behalf of the ANC, usihlalo wekomiti ebhekelene nokusebenza komnyango wezempilo KwaZulu-Natal, umhlonitshwa obekekileyo uNR Majola. Imizuzu elithoba hoyi.
Somlomo ohloniphekileyo Mahubela, isekela likaSomlomo lingekho Qhutsheni. Amakhosi asendlunkulu, undunankulu ohloniphekile uMama uDube Ncube, sihlalo wosihlalo kaMavimbele, isekela likaSihlalo wena Mageba. Oza kwethu amalungu eshamthetho ahloniphekile, izimenywa zethu zonke, yanibingelela nonke ndithi gcamapha. Somlomo, njengalokhu ngiqala inkulumo yami, ngifisa ukukhuluma ngobudlelwano obukhona phakathi kwezinhlaka zozintathu zikahulumeni, kanjalo nokuthi kungani kusemqoka ukuqinisa lo budlelwano. Ngithanda ukucaphuna amazwi ashiwo imbongi esiyazi sonke umzi wakhe eBuli at amandla ngonyaka ka-1987 lapho athi, open quote, ukulimala kwengqondo kukulimala komuntu, ukulimala komuntu kukulimala komndeni, ukulimala komndeni kukulimala komphakathi, ukulimala komphakathi kukulimala kwesizwe, close quote. Kungumsebenzi onzima noyinselelo kakhulu ukwakha imiphakathi ephephile eNingizimu Afrika. Izinga eliphezulu lentsha engasebenzi kanye nenkohlakalo kuhlangene namazinga aphezulu okungalingani, ukusetshenziswa budedengu kwezidakamizwa notshwala, ukubhidlizwa kwezinhlaka zemindeni, ukwanda kokufudukela kwabantu emadolobheni, ngokunjalo nemiphumela engemihle yezempilo nezemfundo, ngezinye zezimbangela ezinqala zokwanda kodlame ezweni lonke, kanti-ke nesifunda saseHerikwala is not immune in that. Uma sibheka konke lokhu, kucaca bha ukuthi kudinga kube nokungenelela okubanzi nokuhamba kuze kufinyelele nasohlelweni lezobulungiswa ukuze kubhekwane ngqo nomsuka wobungozi bokungabi khona okuphepha emiphakathini yethu. Iqiniso lithi ukuphumelela kwalezi zinhlelo zokungenelela kulele ekuzinikeleni nokuzibambela mathupha komphakathi wonkana owakhele leyo ndawo ekhahlamezekile. Somlomo, ngokukaMfenguza, ukubamba iqhaza komphakathi ukukhuthazwa yinkqubo yombuso wentando yabantu esebenzisa izinhlelo zezinqubomgomo ezehlukene esingabala kuzo umthethosisekelo waseNingizimu Afrika wonyaka ka-1996 okubeka kucace ukuthi isigungu sesishayamthetho sikazwelonke kumele kube yisona esigqugquzele ukubamba iqhaza komphakathi ekushayeni kwemithetho nakwezinye izinhlelo zesishayamthetho kanye namakomiti aso. Yingakho nje silapha namuhla. Lokhu kufakazelwa nayizinhlelo zeminye imithetho esingabala kuyo umthetho wezinhlelo zomasipala unyaka ka-2000, that is Act number 32 of 2000, kanye nomthetho wezinhlaka zomasipala ka-1998, Act number 117 wonyaka ka-1998. Inhloso ngokuqinisekisa ukuthi ukubamba iqhaza komphakathi kuba isejwayezi noma usikompilo ngaphansi kombuso wentando yabantu. Njengalokhu singuhulumeni sijutshwe umsebenzi wokuqinisekisa ukuthi ukwehlukahlukana ngokwezepolitiki, ezenhlalo nezomnotho okwadalwa nguhulumeni wobandlululo kuyaqedwa nya uhulumeni omusha wentando yabantu. Kusemqoka ukuqaliswa kohlelo olugxile ezifundeni esilibiza phecelezi i-District Development Model okuhloswe ngalo ukwenza ngcono ukusebenza kahle nokuba negalelo elibonakalayo okulethwa kwezidingo nqangi zomphakathi uhulumeni ngokuthi kube nezizinda zentuthuko ezisetshenziswa njengezikhungo zokulethwa kwezidingo nqangi kanye nokuthuthukiswa komnotho nokuhlanganisa nokudalwa kwamathuba emisebenzi. Somlomo siyazi sonke ukuthi uhlelo olugxile ezifundeni i-DDM lagunyazwa ikhabhinethi ngomhla ka-21 uNcwabe 2019. Lolu hlelo yilo kuphela uhlelo lokusebenza oluphucula ukubusa ngokubambisana okuhloswe ngakho ukwakha izwe elinekhono eliziphatha kahle nelithuthukayo. Ngikhuluma nge-DDM ngoba ngesikhathi siyishamthetho sivakashele isifunda saseHerigwala singamaqembu ehlukahlukene sihambisana nobuholi bendawo bomasipala bonke yavela obala indaba yokusebenza ngamunye ekulethweni kwezidingo nqangi zomphakathi. Ukucacisa ngqo eKokstad kunomklamo wamanzi nokuthuthwa kwendle elokwaqala ngo-2014 sekuze kuba ngunyaka 2022 sakugxeka ukuhamba ngolonwabo kwalo mklamo. Uma ubheka nje kuyacaca ukuthi umnyango wezempilo awuzange ube ingxenye kulo hlelo kanti imiphumela yalawo maphayiphi amanzi inomthelela omubi empilweni jikelele yomphakathi owakhele le ndawo. Siyethemba ukuthi impendulo ebezikhona izolo konke okusekubuye kwalungiswa ngokuthathisela ohlelweni lwentuthuko lukazwelonke kanye nohlaka lokuthuthukiswa kwezindawo zasemadolobheni nezinye izinqubomgomo zikahulumeni, imithetho kanye nezinhlelo ezifanayo zaphambili. I-DDM kuhloswe ngayo ukuqinisekisa ukudidiyela nokubambisana okunzulu phakathi kwazo zontathu izinhlaka zikahulumeni. Ukuqoqa kwemininingwane yemiphakathi yethu yikho okuhamba phambili. Sikubonile izolo abantu bezibeka zonke izidingo zabo apha ukuze zikwazi ukuba zibekwe ngokweminyango yazo konke kulungiswe. Somlomo ngesikhathi kuqhutshwa uhlelo lokuhambela khona eHerigwala, uhlelo lokuhlola ukusebenza kahle kwezempilo lwenziwe kwanjelwa imitholampilo emithathu engaphansi komasipala i-NDZ. Kanti isizathu saloko kwawukuthi umnyango ubeke eqhulwini ukunakekelwa kwezempilo okuyisisekelo kulonyaka wezimali. Inhloso ke ukubheka amakhono emitholampilo okuhlanganisa uhlelo lokusebenza lonyaka njengaloko kudingwa kumnyango okungaba ukubheka ukuthi abasebenzi benele yini na, izinsiza zokusebenza zikhona na, njengaloku kunqunyiwe ngaphansi kwezinkambiso namazinga ingqalasizinda ukubusa kanye nokweseka kwejepho yezokwelapha ngokubhekeleka izindaba zokushoda kwesitokwe kanye nempahla edinga ukuhlala igcinwe kwiziqandisi. Somlomo njengoba ngikhe ngalubala udaba lwe-DDM ekuqaleni ngesikhathi sivakashele emtholampilo wasemnqatsheni ngaphansi kwe-NDZ sahlonza ukuthi uhlelo lokulawula amanzi ezikhukhula lwaluvalekile nokwaholela ekutheni kugeleze udaka nemfucuza endaweni engalungile. Kwaba sobala ukuthi ukunakekelwa kwengqalasizinda akubhekelelwanga njengento ebalulekile kodwa sithesa kube sikhona konke kwenziwa isabelo mali ngoba besikhona okunye kwabonakala ukungabikho kwamanzi babe sekutshiwo ukuthi njengango oko kuholela ekutheni abantu bendawo babe nako ukuthi kubonakale kukhona isifo sohudo esibonakala sikhona. Ungqongqoshe obhekele lo mnyango wabikelwa ngalokhu futhi kwacela ukuba lolu daba lubekwe eqhulwini emsebenzini okumele yenziwe luphiko olubhekele ezengqalasizinda somnyango. Sathi singekafiki ngitsho emakhaya ngosuku lokugcina ithimba elaliholwa ngonjiniyela bomnyango laselifikile khona kulo mtholampilo lizozibonela amathuba. Isizathu saloko phela ngukuthi uhulumeni uyalalela bese ebesele esenza konke esasikuhlonze ngokuthi kuyinkinga eziphungweni esazihambele kuzo sekusele kungumlando. Ngathola ucingo luvela ephepheni iphephandaba iMercury bebuza ukuthi kungani nasiqinisekile into ukuthi xa kuthe kwafika kungqongqoshe okuza kwenzeka. Ndamxelela umuntu ukuthi asingorhulumente wezithembiso kodwa singurhulumente owulalelayo abesele esenza. Inkinga yemitholampilo yasemnqatsheni kwaba kungabikho kwamanzi okwakubeka umphakathi wendawo engcupheni yezempilo. Amanzi adonsa ekholela futhi kudingeka kwenziwe ucwaningo lwamanzi angaphansi komhlaba ukuze kuhlonzwe ukuthi angatholakala yini na okuyinto engenzeka ngoba amanzi akhona. Somlomo usukhona lombiko ophelele wenjiniyela engingatsho ngingananazi ukuthi selwenziwe nohlelo lwemali kuwo futhi wathunyelelwa nenhloko yomnyango ukuba iwuphasise nembala usuphasisiwe kodwa ngizocela omasipala bendawo ukuthi ubo yibo ngabanikazi bemiklamo esezindaweni zabo ukuze izinkinga ezinjengalena zihlonzwe kusenesikhathi ngale kokuthi kulindwe ukufika kwesifundazwe sizohlola. Yingakho nje ngilokhu ngibalula ukubaluleka kohlelo lwe-DDM. Umtholampilo wasebhisi bese kusenesikhathi eside ubhekene nenselelo yokungabi nendawo yokulinda eziguli. Ngaphezu kwalokho kunesakhiwo esidala ebesiyingozi impela kulobo abasisebenzisayo. Lesi sakhiwo kumiwe ngokuba sasakhiwe nguTehara, hayi bantu asivumelenanga ngalo heritage. Kanti nezindlu zangasese nazo zabe zisesimeni esibi kakhulu. Isisombululo kube kukudilizwa kwazo konke okosele kwenzikiwe. Ngiyabonga.
Ilungu elilandelayo elinemizuzu mithathu egameni le-National Freedom Party obekekileyo unkosazana CM Shinga ongumholi waleli qembu.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, agriculture and farming plays a pivotal role in boosting the economy of the Herigwala district, contributing to more than 18% towards the gross value added by sector in 2019. Despite the imbalance in rural land ownership, the land in the area is suitable for agricultural production. The NFP therefore appealed to the department to continue aiding the support to local farmers through agri-parks programs and working with the KZN legislature to redistribute the land within the boundaries of the law. There is an urgent need for support to small-scale farmers and agricultural training to empower community members to engage in agricultural activities. A small-scale piggery farmer in Greater Kokstad being culled by an unknown disease is an example of how much these communities need the support from the department. A Greater Kokstad municipality kukhalwa ngosizo njengoba kunemigodi yemfucuza evuzayo yonke indawo eFranklin ku-Ward 2. Kunamapayipi endle aqhumile amanye avaliwe ukushoda kwedamu lamanzi likaKhonkolo ikakhulukazi njengoba namanzi enganele kumphakathi wonkana. Amathangi eseptic agcwala ngokushesha futhi izindlu zangasese zigcina zingasakwazi ukuflasha. I-NFP ifaka isicelo sokuthi kushintshwe ngokuphelele ingqalasizinda yendle kulolu hlelo lendle yaseFranklin njengoba umasipala uhlezi ubhekana nokuvuleka kwemigodi ngaphakathi. Ubuhlebezwe municipality ku-Ward 3, community members have no running tap water in the area and they have to go fetch water from the river. Yet there are water pipes installed in the area many years ago, but there is no water running through those pipes. The NFP is deeply concerned by this issue as we believe that every community is entitled to water provision. Honorable Speaker, there is an outcry for intervention on policing in the district. Ubuhlebezwe community members are anguished due to high levels of stock theft in the community. Community members in the Dr. NDZ are claiming that the level of crime in the area is on the rise. Somlomo kuyishwa ukuthi lowo ongumphathiswa kwaKhokta uchithe isikhathi esiningi izolo enenebula amaqembu aphikisayo. Nangu-ke umsebenzi ekumele ngabe uyawenza ukuyothola imali yokukhokhela izinduna ukuze zikwazi ukubambisana kahle namaphoyisa ekulweni nalesi sihlava sokungakhokhelwa kwezinduna. Ekuxibeni kwakhe amaqembu aphikisayo Somlomo siyanotha ukuthi lesi siphakamiso senziwa ilowo who is our forever glorified former president. Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker and honorable members.
Olandelayo bekuzawuba yi-ATM for 3 minutes. Xolisile ayikho endlini. Ibizawulandelwa i-MF esaziyo sonke ukuba inkokheli yayo Xolisile ayikho endlini. Emizuzwini eluthoba uzawukhuluma endaweni ye-African National Congress. Ngobekekileyo usihlalo wekomiti yezothutho uBishop E.V. Dube.
Asibonge kakhulu Somlomo, mhlonishwa Ndunankulu Nyamazane, abaphathiswa besifundazwe, amalunga abekekileyo esishayamithetho saKwaZulu-Natal, ubuholi bezinhlaka zomphakathi, ngingeke ngingabaluli ngobuholi bendabuko nezinduna ezikhona. Ngincome kakhulu iqhaza abalibambile izolo lokuthi basazise njengamalunga esishayamithetho ngezinto abangajabulile ngazo. Nginesiqiniseko sokuthi njengohulumeni olalelayo owenzayo konke abakhale ngakho kuzolungiswa. Manene namanenekazi, sisukuma nokukhulu ukuzithoba egameni lombutho onqole emasonto ukhongolose. Ngamanye amazwi Somlomo sidlulisa amazwi okubingelela phansi kwegama lika African National Congress ifagugu labantu. Mhlonishwa Somlomo Khongolose awusungulelwanga ukuba ngonontanda kubukwa, kodwa wasungulelwa ubumbano lwabantu baseNingizimu Afrika jikelele kanye nabo bonke abantu ababecindezelwe ukuze kuliswane nalokhu usolwazi uDavid Harvey akubizwa ngokuqhwagwa kwengcebo yabomsinsi beqonelwa abokufika. Ukhongolose wasungula eminyakeni embalwa kulandele impi kaBhambatha ka-1906. Iyaziwa ngempi kaBhambatha, hayi ukuvukelwa kombuso, ngoba phela ngeke wovukela umbuso ongesiwona wabantu futhi ongekho emthethweni njengokwentando yeningi. Somlomo ohloniphekileyo, injongo kaKhongolose kusukela wasungulwa kuze kube manje ukukhulula abantu abamnyama jikelele kanye nama-Afrika ikakhulukazi ebugqileni benhlalo mnotho okusukela ekuqonelweni iminyaka eminingi umbuso wobandlulula lapho beqonelwa abaqoneli abafike ezweni lethu bazenza ongqoshishilizi. Ngiyadabuka kakhulu Somlomo ukuthi one of the honorary members from the opposition, ngiyamazi ukuthi uzosithumela eKapa athi silalela abantu baseKapa, kodwa unamacala okuhlukumeza owakwakhe unkosikazi, kodwa uneqholo inhlangano yakho ukuthi imlethe kule ndawo ukuthi azodebate. Shame on you. Siyababaza nakuba uhulumeni kaKhongolose emazingeni ehlukene sewuzamile ukwenza ngcono izimpilo zabantu bakithi nokubuyisa isithunzi sabo, esehliswa inqubo yobandlululo nencindezelo, kodwa izinselelo zisekhona. Ngiyafisa ukusho ukuthi Somlomo uma ungena kuleli dolobha lase-Kokstad akekho umuntu ongaboni ukuthi kunomsebenzi omkhulu owenzekayo laphaya owenziwa uhulumeni oholwa u-African National Congress. Ngingafakaza ukuthi thina njengekomiti laka-transport sesike safika sazawubona lo msebenzi omkhulu kangaka ozokwakha amathuba omsebenzi, ozokwenza isiqiniseko sokuthi abantu bakule ndawo bayoqhubeka njalo bavotela uKhongolose abamaziyo ukuthi uzoguqula impilo zabo. Angedlule nje kutheni kubhlungu kakhulu ukuthi amalunga ahloniphekeleyo azoma lapha abese eba amagemfe ekhuluma ngeenkinga ezibhekene nomphakathi ngoba lethwe yithina la iANC. Abazisukeli baye emphakathini bayobheka inkinga nezingqinamba zawo. Sithi mase sizivundululile inkinga bese bezoshaya igemfe elingazwakali bezobhula ihawu lengulube. Konke abakhuluma ngakho siyakwazi.
Mhlonishwa Dube. Hayi Abkwala andizukwenziwa lento eniyenzayo nabahlonishwa bakho. Ngicela uqhoboshe i-caucus yakho. Bahlonishwa abakwisandla sami sokudla nani izivakashi aniyi inxalenye yokuhlala kwethu. Qhubeleka Njwakela.
Angiqhubeke ngithi Somlomo, uma sihambe nabo siyohlola izinto ezenzeke emphakathini babuke ngathi bavumelana nathi ngoba sisuke sikhuluma ngezingqinamba zomphakathi. Njalo mase befika la bashaye igemfe noma ihawu lengulube ngoba sebebona abantu abakhona emphakathini. Angeke sivume ukuthi uhulumeni kaKhongolose wenze izinto esizitshelwa abantu abahluleka iminyaka bephethe iKwaZulu-Natal. Kuyiqiniso eliphelele ukuthi IFP ike yawuphatha uhulumeni waKwaZulu-Natal. Yehluleka sibhekile. Ingakho abantu baguquka bavotela African National Congress. Yini kodwa ongayilindela kubantu njalo abaphikisana nezinto ezinhle ezenzayo njengwa-African National Congress? Yonke into enzayo abakwazi ukwenza bathumela abantu bayobakhisa endaweni ezingafanelekile baze bakhe phezu kwamapayipi u-African National Congress azama ukusupply amanzi kubantu. Kube yibona ababaqhubayo babalethe emhlanganweni ukuthi bazophazamisa amalunga abonakala enyonyoba eyokhulumisana nalabantu. Kuyashisa, ziyakushisa izicathulo.
Honorable Dube, ngicela uthi cha kancinci thatha isihlalo. Nasi isihlalo. The Honorable Dr. Kika usukuma ngorole bani? Okay,
Rule 57, a point of order.
57.
Yes, read with Rule 74.
You are Rule 57, 1A.
1A, okay, related to Rule 74, Madam Speaker.
Let's take it one rule at a time.
So, one is the point of order, but the point of order is based on Rule 74.
Honorable Kika, Honorable Tipura, when your Chief Whip is standing and making a point, you can't do that. You can't stand up. Continue, Honorable Doctor. What is your point of order?
Madam Speaker, the point of order is related to Rule 74. And it's in particular Rule 74 1B. Madam Speaker, may I proceed?
I am hearing you that you're saying there is a point of order, but you are also saying there is a personal reflection on a member, and offensive reference to a member's private affairs.
Correct, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
There was a reference made to Honorable Singh's private matters. There is no substantive motion. Raised by the Honorable Member at the podium, and these are reflections on the member's personal affairs.
Okay.
And I would...
Okay. So, Honorable Dube, it's alleged that you made a reference to Honorable B. Singh. No, Honorable Madlopa, Honorable Sonjika.
Ngiyabonga Somlomo, alikho igama elomuntu engilishilo la ngaphambili.
Okay. Look, Secretary, we will request that we go through Hansard and check whether there is a reflection that has been made on the private affairs of the Honorable B. Singh of this House.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am asking you to make a ruling on that afterwards.
I can't hear you.
May you please make a ruling on that afterwards. Thank you, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker.
You saying, may I make a ruling afterwards? Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we'll have to go through Hansard because the honorable member is saying he did not make a reference to any honorable MB Singh. I also did not hear. I might have missed it, but Hansard will help us. We will make the ruling when we have listened to that.
Thank you, Madam. Also, the honorable members of the House are displaying signs. I'm not sure if you authorized them. Thank you very much.
What signs are they displaying, Honorable? Huh? GPV. Sit down, Chief Whip. I had not authorized the Stop GPV placards, but I also, understanding that this week the President has held the National GBV Summit. Was unable to understand that it's not linked to that. Now I will find out. Honorable members, if you want to do what I know is correct and is in the spirit of the House, to fight gender-based violence, don't do it within the House unless we have a campaign going, especially during the 16 days of activism, or I am alerted either by the chairperson of Quality of Life or the chairperson of the Women's Caucus or the chairperson of the CWP. Now, no member will raise any pamphlet in the House. Now we are coming to the Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable Speaker. Speaker, asinankinga ngeruling yakho. Kodwa kuze kungadlalwa ngalesishayamthetho sami. Uma kutholakala ukuthi umhloniphi woduba zangalishwe igama, kofuna ukuthi sithathe i-action ngalo omisleader indlu yakho ehloniphekile. Siyabonga.
I do not want to put the cart before the horse, but all I know is that any member who raises a rule anybody who raises a matter in terms of the rule will not be prejudiced by that. They reserve their full rights, but equally, Honorable Dube reserves his right to participate without censoring in the debate, unless he goes outside the rules. Honorable Dube Siyaxolisa, you can continue.
Okhonoshela futhi abangahlungezana besifazane futhi asingabashaya abafazi bethu bengidlula nje kulokho kwake kwakhona icule laculo mesiphakela lalithi ayashisa amadeku kuyabonakala ukuthi konke lo hema okukhulunywayo ngesisikhathi emphakathini okuthathwa abantu bawulethela endlini kusuke kungekho kahle kahle angiphawule nje somlomo ukuthi angiphinde ngiphawule ukuthi umhlonipheki ovela eqenjini elasunguleka emva kweqembu kaKhongolose elibizwa ngenkatha yenkululeko yesizwe izinto eziningi akhuluma ngazo ukhuluma ngezinto vele esiphezulu kohlelo lokuzenza angazi noma wenza ngoba sizibeke ngesingisi kwesinye isikhathi kodwa iqiniso ukuthi izinto azoshaya ngazo igemfe izinto ezibhalwe kuleli phepha ebesikhuluma ngazo izolo ezinobufakazi bokuthi kukhona esikwenzayo.
Man, I am not really sure that that rule on singing is there. I'm going to check Honorable de Klerk, but it is also done after the speaker on the podium. Honorable de Klerk, the singing. I thought it was a rap he was doing. I thought he was rapping. I'm not sure. But we can continue heckling and not over. Honorable Tel, don't drown the speaker. Don't. You can continue, Honorable Dube.
Angibonga kakhulu mhlonishwa somlomo inselelo ezibekiwe ezingenhla ezihlonzwe kulesifunda kumele sisheshe sisho ukuthi naphezulu kwalezi zingqinamba ezingenhla kodwa kuningi uhulumeni ohola ukhongolose osukwenzile lokhu kuzwa ngobufakazi babantu uma ukhulumisana nabo njoba ngisho somlomo ukuthi sike seza la njenge committee la transport sakhulumisana nabantu abakubonisile ukujabula kwabo ukuthi umeya abanaye bayancoma bayanconcoza ukuthi izidingo zomphakathi uyazazi futhi uyazinakekela. Ngiyafisa ukusho ukuthi noma kushiwo ukuthi kunengqala sizinda esinenkinga ngayo sesikuphinde kaningi lokhu nosihlalo ozihlalo ukuphinde kaningi ukuthi inkinga zikhona siyazibona okuhle kakhulu ukuthi sesithumele nabantu abenza isiqiniseko sokuthi inkinga esinazo zizonakekeleka. Ake ngenze isibonelo ukuthi kusukume abantu abathize izolo umsizi Lugatshu ngomunye wabo ulindo kuhle sithole waseward 9 ngokunye kwabo uMiss Mbanjwa waseward 9 bangabanye babantu abasukumile izolo ngoba thina njengo-African National Congress abantu siyabanika ukuthi bakhulume siyasenza isiqiniseko sokuthi abantu bayikhulumela inkinga zabo asifani namanye amaqembu enza isiqiniseko sokuthi ibona kuphela abakhulumayo ilungelo lokuthi baphawula abantu abanikezwa lona mawuphawulile uyaxoshwa kuthina uyakwazi ukuphawula ingakho sivulele inkundla izolo ukuthi abantu abaphawule labe ngibashoyo ngibese ngithumela ngokukhulu ukusheshsha kubaba uNkosi ukuthi awuyibheke lezi ingqinamba abakhuluma ngazo ngingasho ngithi okulandelayo somlomo uma sibuya ngoba sizobuya sizobe sibatshela abantu ngazo zonke ingqinamba abayishilo nokuthi sizosebenza kanjani kuyisolve.
Miss, kukhona busy point of order now. Engeza bekungu 25 by the time kodwa Honorable Dube asikumisanga. Kukhona point of order yini on the Is there a point of order, honorable members, on the virtual line?
Ayikho Mpondokazi.
There's no point of order. Ngumuntu nje ubeheklisha kwase kuzwakala kakhulu ngoba uthetha nge-TV. Siyaxolisa mhlonishwa. Sicela siqhubeleke.
Yes. Asibonge kakhulu kodwa angifisi ukuthi sedlule singawubonganga umphakathi izolo ikakhulukazi ondaba ezitha namakhosi. Kuyinto ehlonipheke kakhulu ukuthi emhlanganweni onjengalo bayeke yonke imisebenzi yesizwe bazolalela inkinga eziqondene nabantu ababaholayo. Siyaqinisa ke somlomo ukuthi njengenhlangano ebusayo siyokwenza isiqiniseko sokuthi impendulo abantu akade benazo sizosibuyisa ngokuphelele. Ngiyabonga somlomo.
Yeah.
Honorable members, for 6 minutes, I call upon, on behalf of the DA, the Honorable H.S. Gumbi to make his maiden debate.
Thank you very much.
Honorable members, you are not going to do it. It's a maiden debate.
Thank you very much, Speaker, for teaching the ANC the conventions of this House. Honorable Speaker, it is embarrassing to come to this public lecture meeting and to debate the ANC's failures to provide basic services in the Herikwala district. Now, Honorable Singh spoke about the failures as he was part of the oversight visit that listened to the angry communities, specifically around water and sanitation. complaining about the fact that service delivery has come to a halt. And it is clear for everyone to see, Chairperson, that the ANC is dead. It is dead, the ANC. There is no leadership and government, and it's fast collapsing underneath the feet.
Honorable Gumbi, it's 12. It's Pindisa 12 no 12 seconds. Another rule of the maiden debate is that you don't make controversial statements. Once you start making them, you are on your own. I get paid to remind you of rules and conventions that you don't like to read. Continue, Honorable Gumbi.
Thank you, Chair. Speaker, I didn't know which it was controversial what I said. But yesterday, the mayor of Kokstad,
Honorable Gumbi, I'm sorry to do this. Please take your seat. Honorable Depur is speaking to me. He's saying, why do I keep suspending rules? Whoever is on the platform must keep quiet. Honorable Dlamini, keep quiet. What are you saying I keep suspending? Give the honorable member a mic. It's a serious matter that we must apologize for if we are doing it. What am I suspending?
Goodness gracious. Honorable Speaker, my question was, and it wasn't a question direct.
How do I hear the honorable members? How do I hear him? Sorry about that, Honorable Depur.
Honorable Speaker, the question was not directed at yourself. The question was directed as to why Honorable Gumbi is being disturbed the whole time.
What rule?
Well, I didn't rise on a point of order, so I don't have my...
Honorable Depur.
Yes, Madam Speaker.
For your own information.
Yes, ma'am.
There are rules and there are conventions.
Yeah.
It is convention that you don't get heckled on your first debate. It is also convention that you don't provoke. So what you are raising, I don't believe Honorable Kika taught you. What I was bringing to the attention of Honorable Gumbi, which he understands, by the way, because he understands convention, is that once he moves from the conventions, he is also removing the responsibility from the rest of the House. That's what I'm raising. If you are not aware that it works both ways, I am sorry, my colleague, but that is how it works. Can we allow Honorable Gumbi to continue?
May I respond, Honorable Speaker?
Nanso ingxaki. Andizumva the sound in olwindlu andizumva Honorable Sonji.
I shall rest my case. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. We are sorry, Honorable Gumbi, for that interaction during your maiden debate. You may continue, sir.
Thanks, Speaker. And yesterday, the mayor of Kokstad, uKhansela uMadigizela and uLana Ngembona, spoke about lawlessness and how they cannot allow it in the Kokstad area. And he's correct. And we agree with him as the DA. And there's a history to this. You see, the Honorable Mayor is a former member of the DA, and he was trained within the DA. Him together, for many years, him together with the Deputy Mayor, Karen Walker, they were members of the DA. We used to interact with them. And the important thing is that we support them if they are serious about lawlessness in the area. The problem, however, is that the ANC-led Kokstad municipality has already allowed this lawlessness and has allowed the land invasions to take place. And in particular, it has allowed it to take place at the Bultfontein farm. By being slow and indecisive to respond, the municipality failed to protect emerging black farmers who are meant to benefit from the land owned by the Department of Agriculture. See, Honorable Dube, I was there at that farm. I was there on 3 separate occasions. I've met the beneficiaries twice. And as much as they've gone to the municipality, they have not received any help. This is the ANC-led municipality, which is yours. Now,
Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Ngisukuma ngo-Rule 57. Besilokhu simiyeka ngoba sithi musha. But manje sifuna simshaye nge-on. Okokuqala nje ukuthi akayihloniphanga le ndlu. Uvele washila nje ngathi ngaphansi kwesihlahla. Wangabhawela ngekade edlulete. Okokuqala lokho. Okwesibili manje akasa-address wena Speaker. U-addressa i-debate yakhe. U-out of order. Ngiyabonga Speaker.
I heard you, Honorable Gumbi, having an interaction with the member, and I am now letting you know that that privilege, you also contributed to it being broken. May you please help me help you to reserve your privilege.
So, Honorable Speaker, I know it is painful to hear the truth of this, but we broke the story, for instance, as the DA, which is why it's becoming a touchy subject. But anyways, Honorable Speaker, through you, what is even worse is that in that same farm on Bultfontein, it's not poor people who are invading that land. It's people with money. When we were there, we could see people driving with X5s, Mercedes-Benz GLEs, Audi Q8s, all buying from the local hardware shop there to assist people to be able to invade that land. And even worse, the Department of Transport in this province has its own vehicle which was assisting people, which we are taking up with the department, because this government should not be involved in land invasions. Honorable Speaker, the failure of the ANC government is everywhere and at every level. In Underberg, for instance, it was found that many people were not receiving their children's birth certificates from the Department of Home Affairs officers. Now, if you cannot receive your birth certificate, you simply cannot get a grant for your child. And that child is going to be stuck to suffer in poverty with no help whatsoever from the government. That is simply criminal. You see, Speaker, we believe there is no good or bad ANC. That time has passed. There is only a failing ANC. And so, to us, it doesn't matter whether it's the Taliban's, CR17, RET, it's all the same.
Honorable Gumbi, what rule are you raising on, Honorable Sonji?
Madam Speaker, I rise Rule 57D. 57D.
Honorable Gumbi, stand up. The honorable member is checking whether you are willing to take.
No, I'm not willing to take a question.
The honorable member is checking whether you are willing to take a question.
No, I'm not willing. I can take it after.
He's not taking the question.
Thank you, Speaker.
Chair. You may continue, Honorable Gumbi.
Speaker, that is why we are proud to have taken over Umgeni municipality, so that we can fix it and show people that they don't have to live how they do under the ANC. Now, that municipality is led by Chris Papas, a former member of this house, and is already beginning to show the community how a municipality
Honorable
is.
Gumbi, another member. What role, Honorable Mathopa? Honorable Madlopa, rule.
Is it parliamentary that?
Rule. No.
57.3, Honorable Speaker.
57D.
Yes.
Are you willing to take a question, Honorable Gumbi?
B.
Oh, B.
Yeah, is it parliamentary that?
No, parliamentary language is not 57B. Continue, Honorable Member.
No, that we can't hear the member when he's talking.
Oh, yeah. Umgeni is led by a former member of this house, Chris Papas, and is beginning to show the community that they don't have to live under an ANC government. Just as an example, when the ANC was in charge of the municipality, 133 houses received free basic services from that municipality. Today, under a DA government, in just a couple of months, 3,005 families receive those basic services. And if you think of one household having 5 or 6 people, it's up to 18,000 people who are benefiting. That is the difference between them and us. The failure of this government to do its basic job over so many years will cause many people my age to not have a job for their entire lives. That is a reality, and that is a criminal reality. But in a few more months will be the only time in which we'll be able to change this, and that will be in 2024. Thank you.
Akahlale phansi loyo.
Malunga seniphekile. Emizuzwini eyisishiyagalombili egameni lenkatha yenkululeko ngicela ukubiza umbhexeshi wawo wonke amalungu aphikisayo kulendlu umhlonishwa uMP Gwala.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, amakhosi umphakathi wonke ongaphansi kwesifudi Gwala district, ngiyanibingelela sanibonani. Sibukile izolo ziwushaya umshado ANC sinidedelana yodwa kudlalwa ngeimpilo zabantu. Umhlonishwa uSihle Zikalala oqilisele lesifundazwe odakeni ulibale kuyoca nokubukisa ngeIFP abantu base South Coast nakhona lapha sikhona eBhungweni balambile kuchicha itamkoko ukunqola edolobheni ukwesela kwabantu amanzi ukucima kugesi ukwesela kwezindlu imisebenzi kayikho itsha iginqike emakhaya kodwa abaholi balesifundazwe banesibindi sokuzodlala amagendo bande ngezihebelendu zemlomo ezimbusazwe ukuze kuhle kweyiqabethe. Omunye umengameli wezwe laseMelika Abraham Lincoln wathi mangimcaphuna, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. Ngiphakule ukumcaphula. Kwamina ngisho njalo ukuthi ungabakhohlisa abantu abanye abantu ngesinye isikhathi kodwa ngeke ubakhohlise bonke abantu ngaso sonke isikhathi. Izolo ongqongqoshe bebeqovumula lapha kudlalwa ngabantu kodwa ntambama sokunikwa abantu ithuba lokuba bakhulume bese kukhala ibhungeze ehlalweni zabo okuyinkomba yokuthi ANC isibadelile abantu ngoba bekholwa ukuthi ngokhetho oluzayo vele bayovotelwa babuyiselwe ezikhundleni baqhubeke nokuxhaphaza umphakathi. The ANC is in trouble. The South African Constitution, and this is a life, of dignity and equality for citizens where they have access to clean water, sanitation, housing, electricity, refuse services, and good road and infrastructure. Sadly, this is not the lived reality of most citizens in the Herikwala district. Honorable Speaker, the Inkatha Freedom Party welcomed the report following the multi-party oversight delegation visit to Herikwala district. This report and its finding once again proved that the IFP was correct all along in highlighting the fact that the outcomes from these TLTP jamborees do not justify the huge amounts of money that is wasted in staging these ANC self-glorification platforms. We have always said that the millions of rand spent on these events could be put to better use in providing the much-needed services that are contained in the report. I concur with the remarks made by my colleague, Honorable Mtomhle Kaula. The people of Herikwala district will not be satisfied that their concerns have not been addressed, and they will not be pacified by false promises yet again. I say this because we can see from the findings in the 2022 report and that not much progress has been made on crucial issues that were reported in 2014. The ANC is in trouble. There hasn't been much of improvement in terms of service delivery at Buhlabezo local municipality. Lesi simo esifanayo la kumasipala Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma njengoba nakhona izikhalo zomphakathi ezethulwa ngo-2014 azikaze ixazululwe. Bangaka abantu asebeke bajeziswa ngokwehluleka ukuxazulula inkinga ezabikwa ngo-2014. Umnyango wezokuthutha KwaZulu-Natal wabela isamba semali engu-12.5 million kulonyaka wezimali ebhiliyoni kulonyaka wezimali ka-2022-23. Nakuba zikhona inhlelo zokulungiswa kwemigwaqo ezenziwe umnyango wezokuthutha, kodwa sithakwanele lokho iningi indawo lapho imigwaqo imibi khona kakhulu imoto ezingakwazi ukuhamba uma izulu lina. Eminye imigwaqo emibi kakhulu ngenxa yekhukhula ebeyihlasela. In 2019-2020, the department underspent on transport infrastructure by 1.65 billion, and again in the previous year, the department underspent the budget by 265.95 million on transport infrastructure due to delays in infrastructure projects. Yet we have witnessed many violent protests around the province by communities demanding road infrastructure. The ANC is in trouble. Kuyihlazo ukuthi umnyango wezokuthutha ungahluleka ukusebenzisa imali eyabelwe wona ekubeni abantu bengenayo imigwaqo eminye imibi nokuyinto engadala ingozi. Nomasipala nabo bayehluleka ukulungisa imigwaqo eqondene nabo. Iyakhathaza indaba yemigwaqo eyakhiwayo kodwa ingapheli ekubeni kusetshenziswe itshe ile mali yabakhokha intela. Lokhu kukhombisa ngokusobala ukuthi ayibhekwe indaba yesipiliyoni uma kunikwa inkampani imisebenzi. Certain road projects implemented by the Department of Transport in the Buhlabezo local municipality has been characterized by challenges and slow progress. These include P73, P112, and P113, which have been in construction for some years and not completed. Wona lo masipala kunomgwaqo P73 endaweni yaseHlokozi owaqala ukwakhiwa ngo-2010, kodwa usakhiwe u-7.7 kilometers ekubeni lo mgwaqo kufanele ube u-22.7 kilometers umsuphelile. Ilumbo ukuthi kusukela ngo-2010 umgwaqo uphelile, kodwa izimali zabakhokhi intela ziyaqhubeka ziyasetshenziswa. Ubani lona odlayo ngokwakhiwa kwalomgwaqo ongapheli? Khona futhi eBuhlabezo khona umgwaqo P112 owaziwa ngokuthi uNomakhele road ongu 14 kilometers oqala ku6 ku-R612 uzohlangana no-R56 kwaNokweja owabelwa isamba semali engu-10.724 million rand kanti manje imali isikhuphuke yaba 202.38 million rand. The project duration plan was 6 years. Kusukela ngo-2014 lo mgwaqo nawo uphelile safakwa itiyela ibanga eliwu-3 kilometers kuphela.
Ndicela ukubiza egameni le-African National Congress inkulumbuso yesifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal umbekekileyo Nkosikazi Dube Ncube imizuzu 13.
Siyabonga, Honorable Speaker, sibingelele ku Honorable Mayor Mkhatshwa, nawo wonke ama-councillors waseHerigwala. Honorable Speaker, siyafisa ukubingelela amakhosi asendlunkulu kanye nezinduna zamakhosi and all the honorable members. Siyathobeka ukutholela lithuba lokuthi on behalf of the African National Congress, ukhongolose wabantu, sisho nje siqale lapha yakumhlonishwa ukuthi umhlonishwe ngimhlonipha kakhulu uGwala. Ukhuluma ngokuthi kuyadliwa. Mina ngazi ukuthi kuyasetshenzwa mhlonishwa, singafundisi izingane emkhandlwini yethu ukuthi kuyadliwa. Akufunakala idliwe, fanele kusetshenzwe mhlonishwa. Ngiyafisa ukudlula ekutheni ama-promises awekho bahlonishwa ngoba ama-honorable members abekhuluma la kusukela ekuseni qala u-honorable Fraser wabala imigaqo ngamagama, wabala izikole ngamagama. Kodwa ke ukuba ngikho eParliament ngabe ngithi yini le ngoba phela sibona ngamehlo. Ngabe ngithi yena lo. Honorable members, I do wish to underline the fact that it's very unfortunate when honorable members decide to misrepresent the facts. On the matter of informal settlement, lies have got short legs. We wish to give proper facts. Yoguti, the houses were not demolished, but these are people abangahlali kule ndawo abafike bazohlala nomphakathi wasendaweni wangakuthokozela lokho wazwakalisa ukuthi enye inkinga eyenzakalayo kulomphakathi osowakha izakhiwo laphaya bakha izakhiwo phezulu kwamapayipi amanzi namapayipi endle okuyinkinga kakhulu ngoba uma engaqhuma la mapayipi ngaze kube inhlekelele ezoba laphaya emphakathini kudingeke ukuthi abantu baze bahanjelwe imphefumulo. Honorable members, this government led by the ANC does not glorify poverty nor thrive on populist adventurism and the display of lies, as some of the honorable members bafuna ukuthi umphakathi wazi ukuthi izinto azenzeki. Siyafisa nje honorable members ukusho ukuthi njengoba silapha kulelo holo esikulona liyabonakala nalo ukuthi sakhiwo lesi esakhiwa yilo hulumeni ohola uNkhongolose. When we rise here in this beautiful land yamaGriquas, yamaZulu, yamaXhosa, i-district kaMdala, i-Line of Midlands, siyakuthokozela kakhulu ukuthi i-debate ibe i-debate ezokwazi ukwakha abantu, ezokwazi futhi ukushintsha impilo zabantu.
I-debate namhlanje it-descender in these valleys of Herigwala as a clear demonstration yalo hulumeni ukuthi abantu asibasabi ngoba siyabasebenzela. Siyakwazi ukuyonikeza imbiko yokuthi sisebenza kanjani njengalo hulumeni nanokuthi kuphi lapho esingakafinyeleli khona. Ngaphambi kwalo hulumeni ohola uKhongolose lapha ekwi-area yasebhongweni it's no longer referred to as emathinini njengoba yayaziwa. All members here can confirm ukuthi awekho amathini kule ndawo kepha kunezindlu ezi-decent ezakhelwa abantu bakule ndawo by uKhongolose. We also live in the homes laphaya endaweni ebizwa ngokuthi long homes lapho enezindlu ezakhiwa ezu-2000 ya-create ngisho amathuba emsebenzi ngesikhathi abantu bezakha leza zindlu. Sikhuluma la ukuthi kune-shopping center entsha, kunama-investment angaphezu kuka-50 a-create more than 300 emsebenzi e-permanent emisha as a result of imsebenzi kalohulumeni esebenza nomasipala abalapha eRigwala ukuthi yenzeke yonke le ntuthuko. Namhlanje sikhuluma ngokuthi isibhedlela salaphaya kwi-Asha Hospital siyanwetshwa kuyimanje. Uyabonakala lo msebenzi ukuthi uzoba nomthelela omuhle emphakathini uma ngabe lesa sibhedlela sinetshwa kwenzeke ukuthi sikwazi ukuthatha umthamo owanele wemphakathi. Sikhuluma lapha honorable members ukuthi 6,500 low income houses alone la eKokstad have been built. 6,500. Sikhuluma ukuthi within the jurisdiction nje yale ndawo 3,000 houses ezakhiwe nje la. Angazi ke ukuthi abahlonishwa mabethi akukho lutho noma bethi uKhongolose awenzi lutho ngabe ziyimpukwane na lezi esizibona. eKokstad, honorable members, amanzi akhona endaweni ezingaphezulu kuka 95% kumphakathi walapha eKokstad. Lapha eKokstad uhulumeni kaKhongolose wenza isiqiniseko sokuthi indawo ezinjengo-Willowdale, oMakhoba area, ko-Franklin, 450 houses ezakomplethwa baphinda abantu banikezwa amatayitela akhona na umongameli walelizwe owakwazi ukuthi afikela anikeze abantu amatayitela ezindlu. Angazi ukuthi ngabe zimpukwane nalezi. Honorable members, iKokstad interchange ngesikhathi siza la besihamba komgaqo ongenayo ngisho i-pothole noma okwazi ukuvimba ngisho namuphi umoya. Lo mgaqo awuphumanga le phezulu esibhakabhakeni wasewehlela phansi. Wenziwe ngomsebenzi kaLokhongolose. Honorable members, you conducted the business of this house in the Youth Multipurpose Center. Le Youth Multipurpose Center esikhuluma ngayo iqeqesha abantu abasha, ifundise namakhono kubantu abasha, yakhiwe yilo hulumeni kaKhongolose. Angazi noma zimpukane nalezi. I-transport, honorable members, ikhulumile ukuthi kungaphezulu kuka 98 million lapho sekwakhiwe khona imigaqo kuhlanganisa no Hope Street, which is the main entrance yale dolobha lalapha eKokstad. Sikhuluma nje usonkontilaka usekhona njengamanje ukuthi kuqhutshekwe nalo mgaqo sikhuluma ngawo. Where there are no houses today, i-government yakwazi ukuthi yakhe izindlu kule ndawo, yazi ukuthi yakhe ngisho ama-clinic. Abantu abadala bakule ndawo bananey'ndawo zokunakekelwa, bananey'ndawo abakwaziyo ukuthi kuzona baphephe ngenxa yahulumeni lo kaKhongolose. Kule ndawo kune-skill center esikhulu esingekho ngisho kwamanye ama-district. Lesi skill center esakhiwa yilo Khongolose esisebenza kanye neMoses Kotane ukufundisa abantwana bethu ngokuxhakaxhaka ngo-4IR labesikhuluma ngawo. I-skill center sisebenza nanesayidi FET College ukwenza ukuthi kulethwe amakhono kulusha lwethu lalapha kule district nakomanye ama-district akheleleli. Asazi-ke noma uma ngabe abahlonishwa bethi ababoni lutho, kwenza-ke ngoba abajwayeli ukuya emphakathini. Ukuba bayaya emphakathini abahlonishwa ngabe bayasho ukuthi cha kukhona khona okwenzakalayo noma singakaqedi singakafinyeleli futhi lapho esifuna ukufinyelela khona. Njengoba silapha nje namhlanje kuyiqiniso ukuthi umongameli ubethamele umsebenzi lapho beyosibika khona njengohulumeni ukuthi kulolu daba lokuhlukunyezwa kwabantu besifazane nezingane kanye nabantu abadala kumele sonke sisebenzisane kuhlanganisa nabo abahlonishwa futhi asingathuli noma ngabe abahlonishwa noma abantu abaphakeme kanjani behlukumeza masingathuli ngoba lokhu kukhombisa futhi kufundisa abantwana bethu ukuthi i-gender based violence ayamukelekile emphakathini. Uhlelo lolu esikhuluma ngawo namhlanje le-agriculture nohlelo lolu oluthatha iy'mpahla zabantu mangabe sebelimile abantu zithathwe iy'mpahla zabo zihambe ziyodayiswa bathole iy'mali zabo zingene ephaketheni kulo masipala nje uwodwa ingaphezu kuka-50 million imali engenile la uhulumeni ethatha ukudla eyokudayisa ey'tolo abantu bathole iy'mali zabo ukudla kwabo kungaboli ngenxa yokuthi bengazi ukuthi bazokudayisabi kodwa wonke lo msebenzi wenziwa yilo hulumeni kaKhongolose. Singakubala nje ukuthi amanye ama-project esikhuluma ngawo la iXolo Primary School, i-Franklin Hydroponic Tunnels, i-Jim Payne Sports Complex, i-10 Cultural Village, i-Bongweni Hostel, i-Willowdale Housing, i-Franklin Library, iqhinga lendlela Community Hall, uZamkhele Zonke Educare, uShaya Moya Library, hayi mphathi wohlelo nomphakathi wonke singabala kuze kushona ilanga. Uhulumeni kaKhongolose asingamdleli ubona ngoba uyabasebenzela abantu baseNingizimu Afrika nabalapha eBoxstad. Ukuba bekungenjalo ingabe umphakathi awuyishaya izandla ungakwazi nanokuyivimba ukuthi ushaye ihlombe ngoba uyabona umphakathi ukuthi impela siyakwenza okusemandleni wethu sesishodi ngakho nje.
I called one service officer and directed him where to go. He's going on the other side. I shown you it's this side where you must go to. The clapping of the hands from the public is this side. I'm sorry, Premier, you can continue.
Ngiyabonga Somlomo. Lapha eHerigwala district kunabantu abangaphezulu kuka 505,000 kanti futhi indawo eswele kakhulu imisebenzi nenabantu abaningi abampofu khona lapha eNingizimu Afrika. Ingakho siwulo hulumeni siyenza isiqiniseko sokuthi inhlelo eziningi ezizokwakha amathuba omsebenzi kodwa futhi inhlelo ezizokwakha amakhono kulusha lwethu ziyagxila kakhulu kulabo masipala bakheleleli. Uma ngingalinganisa nje isibalo sabantu abampofu lapha eHerigwala kuhlanganisa nale ndawo zakomzimkhulu nakwendawo zakebuhlezwe siyabona ukuthi lemsebenzi eyenziwa uhulumeni kaKhongolose ukuthi sigxilise intuthuko kuleminyaka nje embalwa esesikhona sikulo hulumeni kodwa futhi sikukhumbuze umphakathi kanye namalungu ahloniphekile ukuthi babekhona abanye ohulumeni ngaphambili kohulumeni kaKhongolose kodwa azange siwabona amahola njengalawa azange sibone kunezibhedlela ezinjengalezi esizibonayo asikaze siwabona ama-skill center ngesikhathi bekhona ohulumeni ngaphambi kwalo hulumeni ohola uKhongolose. Kubalulekile ke bahlonishwa ukuthi sazi ukuthi indawo yakithi lapha KwaZulu-Natal iyawaswela amanzi kodwa singawudleli umona u-district waseHerigwala ngoba singofakazi bokuthi umhlonishwa othi kube neziteleka umhlonishwa engumhlonipha kakhulu engimthandayo laphaya umntanenkosi hayi umntanenkosi azikaze zibe khona mfana kithi iteleka lapha abantu aba protest ngoba bayawubona umsebenzi owenziwa ilo hulumeni ohola ukhongolose. Sisazoqhubeka ke futhi senze isiqiniseko sokuthi abantu bakithi intuthuko bayibona ngamehlo. Siyabonga.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honorable members, that concludes the speakers on the speakers list, and now to respond to the debate, we call upon the chairperson of committees, the Honorable HGS Mavimbela.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu somlomo ohloniphekile. Bengibingelelile ekuqaleni. Ngifisa ukubonga lunga elihloniphekile lesigungu esiphezulu sikahulumeni waKwaZulu-Natal, dadewethu uFraser, ngokuthi uqinisekise ukuthi uthinte izinhla la khona lo hulumeni wabantu akasethinte khona ukushintsha impilo zabantu ukuthi zibe ngcono. Uqinisekisile ke ukuthi asimile nokuqhubeka nokuletha izidingo kubantu njengohulumeni wabantu. Uye wathinta indawo nesikole saseMthwana kunye naseFranklin okukhombisayo ukuthi lo hulumeni uyalalela futhi idingo zabantu uzophuthuma ukuzisa lapho ezifanele khona, ikakhulukazi ingqala sizinda. Ngiyafuna ukuthi ngiye kumhlonishwa uKhawula ukuze kungadideki lendlu. Thina njengoba sifike la sizele ukuthi sizoba nenkulumo mpikiswano ngokuhambela kwesishayamthetho eHerigwala ngesikhathi esithile sisinikeziwe 2014 kanye nangoJune ka2022. Njengoba sikwazile ukunikeza ireport ecover onke ama-areas, yingakho umhlonipha uKhawula edecide ukuyodila nama-areas esingakaze siye thina njengalesi sishayamthetho kunye nabo siyobheka ukusebenza kwaleyo ndawo akhuluma ngayo. Ngakho-ke sicela bengadidwa abantu baseHerigwala. Uma sidebata besidebatela ukuthi ekugcineni sikwazi uku-adopta i-report eyethulwe usihlalo ngoba ubengeyethu thina sonke. Bekufanele-ke amalunga ahloniphekile afake okushodayo kwi-report, angaqali izinto ezenzeke after uJune 2022 ngoba sasingekho lapho. Ngiyafisa-ke ukusho ukuthi uma ukhala ngama-vouchers kanye no-social development, ngeke inja ikhonkothe imoto emileyo, ikhonkotha imoto ehambayo. Kusho ukuthi khona izinto esizenzayo, yingakho ukwazi ukukhala ngezidingo ezingakafinyeleli la okufanele ifinyelele khona. Ukhulume ngabantu basemzimkhulu ukube banikezwe ithuba bebezoyisholo bona ukuthi bajabule kakhulu ukuba KwaZulu-Natal uhulumeni oholwa yi-African National Congress ngoba idingo ziyageleza emzimkhulu. Ngiyibalile izolo noma ngingatholanga isikhathi sokuthi ngiyibale manje imigwaqo esiyakhiwe esezingeni ehlonipha abantu bakithi, nqala sizinda yezokudlala, amahholo asezingeni njengoba abantu basemzimkhulu bekujabulela lokhu. Angazi lezi ikhalo okhuluma ngazo wawilalele ukuphi ngoba wawungahambi nathi ngenkathi sise isishayamthetho kubantu siyolalela abantu. Honorable Singh, ngiyafisa ukuthi uma uzokhuluma nabantu bakithi ube nesiqiniseko sokuthi you talk about service delivery and bear in mind ukuthi we are trying to fix the challenges of the government which was there centuries before the African National Congress come in, and that government was led by the party that you have aligned yourself to. Honorable Jolinkomo, siyabonga dadewethu ukuthi uqinisekisile ukuthi ukhuluma ngezinto ezikhombisa ukuthi how do we collaborate ama-programs ka-government to attend to ama-issues emphakathi yakithi.
ikakhulukazi wathinta ngezinto ezithinta i-social cohesion ngoba sine-responsibility thina sonke njengabantu baseHerigwala uqinisekisa ukuthi i-social cohesion akusibona abahlali noma amalungu esishayamthetho kodwa sonke sinomsebenzi and wakhuluma nge-collaboration yawo wonke ama-spheres ka-government and also talking to the DDM. Thank you very much, Honorable Jolly Nkomo. Honorable Shinga, ngiyavumelana nawe ukuthi la district yaseHerigwala i-farming iyona eseqhulwini. Yingakho ngekathi ngethula i-report ngicacisile ukuthi siyafisa ukuthi u-ADA kanye no-Department of Agriculture asondelele kulezi zinto ezaphakanyiswa ngabantu bakithi eqinisekise ukuthi bayalekelelwa ikakhulukazi abantu abasha ngezinsiza ezokwenza ukuthi bakwazi ukusizakala. Yingakho ke lo hulumeni eze athula izinhlelo ezikhuluma ngeindawo eseyithengelwa abantu bakithi ezokwenezela umhlaba abazokwazi ukusebenzisa to do their farming. Honorable Dube, impela awaphela amagemfe. Abantu abayeke ukuthi beshaye ihawu lengulube ngoba uma bezobhizi beshayana nehawu lengulube abezukwazi ukukhuluma ngezinto ezisenhlizweni yabantu bakithi. Abantu bakwaZulu-Natal bathembe i-African National Congress ukushintsha impilo zabo. Futhi ke silo hulumeni we-African National Congress we are leaving no stone unturned. That's why la okunama challenges khona singayifihleli imphakathi yakithi siyisho ukuze si present also the programs that are there in order to make sure ukuthi senza kanjani ukulungisa lezo zinto ziya phambili prioritizing ama communities ethu. Honorable Gumbi, ngiyafuna ukuthi kubantu baseHerigwala ngibakhumbuza ukuthi usomlomo namhlanje ekseni ushilo ukuthi uHonorable Gumbi ufunga izolo. Ngakho ke seniyobona ukuthi iDA inthatha kancane kangakanani ukuthi nganilethela umuntu ofunga izolo owayengesiyona ingxenye nokuunderstanda ukuthi bathina abantu baseHerigwala ngenkathi siyolalela izimvo zabo. Yingakho ke uzomuzwa ekhuluma ngama-Taliban ekhuluma nango-CR. Ngiyafuna nje ukusho ukuthi lo hulumeni oholwa yi-African National Congress la esifundazweni saKwaZulu-Natal yila khona okunegawu okunikezelwa khona ithuba abantu bakithi ukuthi bakhulume nemphakathi bazisholo ukuthi badingani. Lapha eniphethe khona eWestern Cape we never heard ukuthi niba negawu ezifana nalezi. Honorable Gumbi, Honorable Gwala, ngiyathobeka mntwana ukuthi
Honorable Gwala, what rule?
Ukuthi
Honorable Gwala, Honorable Gwala, what rule? Cela uthi thuka ncinci lamavimbela. Cela nimisiwashi lapho ubaba uGwala usukumile. Nanku siza. Rule number.
What done?
Umthetho inamba yawo.
Cha irule ngekho le. Kodwa ngifuna ukuzwa ukuthi umhlonishwa umele thina sonke ngoba uhlalo wethu. Ngifuna lokho. Uhlalo wethu.
Indeed, I am the chairperson of chairs and I'm responding to the debate. Honorable Gumbi, ngathi ngikhohliwe ukukutshela ukuthi wenza iphutha ke ukuzokhuluma la ngeprogram yabantu abafileyo uma wena uphila uma uthi African National Congress ifile ngoba ukhuluma kanjani kwiprogram yabantu abafileyo. Honorable Gwala uthi sichithe imali masiza la kodwa umphakathi wala usitshelile ukuthi it's a rented crowd. Nawe uyaphinda uyama la okuchithwa khona imali. Ngabe ngineyinhloni mina zokukhuluma uma kuwukuthi sithi ziyachithwa imali. Siyabonga ndunankulu ukuthi uphendulile zonke izinto ebekufanele uyiphendule. Ngiyachobeka somlomo ohloniphekile.
Malunga ahloniphekileyo. Malunga ahloniphekileyo holo kumhlonishwa uLamazimbela lomuhle. Ngithatha lesikhathi ngibonge. Ngiqale ngokubonga osotswebhu bamaqembu wonke ngokunivumela ukuthi nibe yingxenye yamathimba ebeze kulesi sifunda saseHerigwala. Sesiqedile-ke ngengxoxo mpikisano nisaphila nonke. Uthi umama uGumede akuhanjweni kwiWestland ukuthi ukuhlonishwa uGumede. Sithi njengoba sesiqedile ngengxoxo mpikiswano yethu sekumele sivotele lo mbiko ukuwethulwa ngusihlalo wozihlalo. Ngokwesicelo sekomiti lozihlalo ngizobeka ke manje umbuzo endlini omi kanje. Isishayamthetho saKwaZulu-Natal siyavumelana ukuwamkela umbiko we-multi-party eyayihambele isifunda saseHerigwala ngoJuni 2022. Ngokuhambisana nomthetho omileyo ka-288 siza kunivotisa ngokwamaqugula enu kuleli. Ngizohamba ke ngokwalo maqugula ngibe sengibheka ukuthi ukhona yini ofisa ukuvota ngokwahlukile kwi-caucus yakhe noma ofuna ukungavoti. Ngicela ukuqala ngenkatha yenkululeko.
Khona bangawufundanga ngaphesheya. Somlomo umbiko iIFP iwemukela njengoba kunjalo.
DA
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. The DA supports them.
EFF.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As EFF siyawamkela umbiko.
NFP.
Honorable Speaker, iNFP phakamisa ukuthi mawamukele noma kunje.
The NF is not in the house. We have accepted their apology. ACDP is also not in the house. We have accepted their apology. ATM is also not in the house. We have accepted their apology. The African National Congress.
Siyabonga somlomo ukhongoloso wabantu umukela ngokugcwele lo mbiko othuliwe esisayamthetho.
Malunga ahloniphekile asephelele amavoti ngokwamaqembu enu. Ingaba likhona yini ilunga elifisa ukuvota ngokuhlukile kwiqembu noma kwinhlangano yalo noma elifuna ukungazibandakanyi novoto lwanamhlanje. Is there anyone who wishes to vote differently from their party or to abstain? There is none in the House. Secretary, is there any on the platform? On the virtual platform, is there any?
There is none, Madam Speaker.
If then there is none, Secretary, can I ask for the tally of the votes?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The voting results are as follows. Votes in favor 58, votes against no, abstentions no.
Honorable members and the community of Herigwala, I therefore formally declare the result of the vote as follows. Those in favor 48, against 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. That then concludes voting on the report of the multi-party visit held in June 2022 in Herigwala, and brings us to the end of the item on the order paper, which was the main item of the day. We will take this opportunity ngenkulu intobeko mkhatshwa egameni lesishayamthetho amalungu onke sibonge kusukela ngenyanga kaJuni amalungu esishayamthetho ayezile Herigwala kwakunye namalungu nabasebenzi besishayamthetho babezile Herigwala bafumana ubambiswano kakhulu nomasipala abakhele esi sithili. Siyabonga ukuthi imiphakathi yaseHerigwala yaphuma nangona ngeveki elidlulile ngesikhathi size ku-community readiness ibingaphumanga njengasekuqaleni, kodwa ukho umhlangano ke wachithwa. Siyabonga kakhulu. Sicela ke ukusosifulisela kwifamily yonke yomasipala baseHerigwala umbulelo ongazenzisiyo sithi nxatshoke uyona yonke omasipala. Zinkokheli zomthonyama ezikhoyo apha. Nditshilo nayizolo uba ndizawubaleka ukunibiza ngamagama ngoba ndingaze ndithi xa sendiphuma apha kuthiwe hey wazingonobovu yedwa basibizanga thina. Ndithi zinkokheli zomthonyama siyabulela ukuthi nibe yinxalenye yomcimbi wethu ngoba umcimbi wokulungisa izinto zoluntu awudingi kuphela thina esonyuliweyo, uyanidinga nanenizelweyo njengeenkokheli. Inkokheli zakwalizwi ezikhoyo apha siyabulela ngokuthi benisithandazela. Sibona ke nemozulu isigumile ukuthi yingoba beninathi ngomthandazo. Bahlali beHerigwala district nonke nimele the multi-party democracy of South Africa. You are the actual winners and the most people that we must praise for how successful this is. Kuye kwadipenda kakhulu endleleni yenu yokuziphatha. Sithi ke siyabulela kakhulu. Nangamso ningadinwa sithi sisezawubuya. Xa sifikelela ke ekugqibeleni kwethu siyazisa ukuthi uhlelo lukasomlomo lwe-social responsibility ngokusebenza ne-local leadership kunomzi elizowundwendwela ose-Ward 1 xa siphuma apha. Amalungu angaba available kwakunye neenkokheli zaseHerigwala district singahambani sonke. So Sotswebhu omkhulu siyabulela nge-attendance Siyabona ukuthi ninomhlonitshwa uSotswebhu we-opposition isebenziseke kakuhle. Siyabulela kakhulu abantu baseHerigwala bazasihlonipha because mina ngisebenzisene kakuhle the chief whip of the opposition and the chief whip of the legislature. Thank you so much. We are nothing without you. To the staff of the legislature led by Ms. Naidu and all the departments. Section 118 calls upon the legislature to involve the public. We cannot do it on our own as politicians. We do it through the unwavering support of government employees and the legislature employees. You are forever appreciated. But allow me, Secretary, to divide your workforce. That Hansard team of the KwaZulu-Natal legislature, Naze Nandazi, Siyabulela. The House is adjourned.
Thank you.
Siyabulela Nkondekazi.
Order, Madam Speaker.